Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Thursday. Glad to have you guys back here on the channel once again as we have game number 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals going down tonight. It's between the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the New York Knicks. The Knicks able to win a historic comeback for them. A 22-point deficit, able to come on back, flip it into a 33-point swing to win it in overtime. 115 to 104, just a monumental collapse in Game 1 in the series by the Cavs. Teams were previously 643-0 in the playoffs, holding a 20-plus point lead with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, and the New York Knicks became the first team to come back from a 22-point deficit with 7:45 left to go in the fourth. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well, and gonna get into what happened during the last game here. And for the Knicks, it looked like they were completely toast throughout the majority of the game. They played a completely terrible 40 minutes of basketball, and then all of a sudden, Jalen Brunson goes nuclear. They go on a 19-1 run at one point in the fourth quarter, and then a 44-11 run to end the game in the final 7:45 of regulation plus overtime. And Jalen Brunson went off, dropped down 16 points out of 38 in the fourth quarter, went 7 for 11 shooting while being defended by James Harden. James Harden just destroyed it defensively, defending Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson put James Harden out to school, and James Harden, Donovan Mitchell in the fourth quarter really struggled. James Harden the entire game had a rough night. Harden and Mitchell combined to shoot just 1 for 10. With only 3 points combined during the final 7:45 of regulation plus overtime. The largest comeback win in the play-by-play era of a conference finals game ever since 1997 for the New York Knicks on Tuesday night. Just a historic collapse by the Cavs. The Knicks trailed 93-71 with 7:45 left to go in the fourth. And just a complete coaching malpractice for Kenny Atkinson. They had 4 timeouts going into the 3 minutes timeout change in the fourth quarter. Once you get the 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, the NBA rule states that if you have any timeouts greater than 2, those timeouts get taken away. So teams are limited to 2 timeouts max. So teams have 2 timeouts maximum once you get to the 3-minute mark in the fourth quarter for the final 3 minutes of the game. And Kenny Atkinson only burned 1 timeout on the monster run by the Knicks. He had 4 timeouts that he was hoarding in his pocket and lost 2 of those timeouts, got docked down to 2 at the 3-minute mark. Just makes no sense. Like, 0 sense. With a complete coaching malpractice, they've played 15 games now, winning a span of 30-plus days in the playoffs, basically playing every other day. Guys completely gassed, completely worn out, coming off 2 Game 7s. This is their 16th game tonight in 32 days. Yeah, that just terrible coaching in the fourth quarter and then into overtime by Kenny Atkinson because his guys were pleading to get a breather. They needed rest. Like, they needed like a couple minutes to get well rested. And Kenny Atkinson just had them keep on playing through it, and the margin kept on going smaller and smaller and smaller, and the run kept on getting bigger and bigger and bigger for the Knicks. It was just, I've never seen that bad of coaching before in an NBA playoff game. It was horrific in the last game. What's good, Daniel on the stream? Rissa, Jay Ramirez, peace. Thanks for joining in, bud. Knicks running away with a poll. Yeah, right now 70-30 Knicks up in the poll. I don't know how in the world you recover from this one if you're Cleveland. Like, how in the world does the Cavs respond after what could be their best chance to win a game, potentially in this series? 22-point collapse that they lost by 11. A 33-point swing. Like, if there was a couple more minutes in the game and didn't need to go into overtime, they would have blown a 30-point lead at the rate they were going. They lost by 11 when they were up by 22. And the Knicks had a rough game throughout the entire course of the night. Cleveland's coming off 2 7-game series matchups. They're 8-7 now in the playoffs. They might finish up this series and they might have a losing record at the end of this entire playoff run, which is crazy because this is their 3rd round in the conference finals. It's kind of unheard of to see a conference finals team finish the playoffs with a losing record. Tonight's Cleveland's 16th playoff game since April 18th. So this is their 16th game, winning a 32-day span, which is 1 day of recovery in between. And then the Knicks, they had 9 full days to prepare for game 1 of this matchup. They are well rested, all the momentum now after the come from behind win. They're 9-2 in the playoffs. This is their 12th playoff game since April 18th. They've played 4 fewer games than what the Cavs have played, and sweeping definitely helping out the cause with how they swept Philadelphia and got those 9 days off. And they're getting rest on an average of almost 3 days in the playoffs for New York compared to just 1 day of rest in between for Cleveland. Yeah, I think that goes down as the worst choke so far this year. Monumental choke. Here's a stat right here. I brought it up in the very beginning. Just a historic collapse by Cleveland, one that hasn't ever been seen before. And I've covered some pretty bad chokes on the stream, like bigger margins, like 26-point blown leads. I think that was like the biggest one was the ultimate choke, the Hawks against the Sixers against the Hawks, Ben Simmons not going in for the wide open buckets, passing up the opportunity to just pass the ball up and losing the game for his team in 2021. And teams previously before Tuesday night were 643-0 in the playoffs with a 20-point lead with 7 minutes left to go in the fourth. And the Cleveland Cavaliers led by 20. They led by 22 with 7:45 left. A 20-point lead at the 7-minute mark, and they blew it wide open. Just terrible game by Cleveland in the final 7:45 and under left to go. Somebody posted a stat, the offensive rating was like at the lowest possible for Cleveland, and the Knicks offensive rating was like incredibly high, like historically high for the Knicks. But I don't know how you bounce back from this game tonight here. The Knicks are the best team in field goal shooting percentage in the playoffs. They couldn't have shot the ball any worse in the first 40 minutes of game 1, and they still won. Here was the score. The Knicks were trailing 93-71. with 7:45 left, and they finished the game dropping out 115. 51% from the floor, leading the playoffs for the Knicks, and they didn't have a great shooting game for them. They shot just 31% from three, and they still won the game. They're the best perimeter shooting team in the playoffs. I don't know how you recover from this if you're the Cavs, because looking at the numbers, Cleveland is averaging almost 16 turnovers per game. That's the second most turnovers per game behind the Lakers throughout the entire playoffs. Cleveland had 21 turnovers. New York had 19. New York's averaging 12.8 turnovers per game. They've been one of the better ball handling teams in the playoffs. Number 6 out of 16 teams in the playoffs in fewest turnovers per game. I got faith tonight for the Knicks to bounce back in the turnover facet and to start out fast, because they started off slow in the previous game and looked slow, couldn't get anything going. Now they've got the momentum back in order for New York. So I've got the confidence that the Knicks are going to be much better taking care of the basketball, but for the Cavs, it's been a turnover nightmare for them this entire playoffs, specifically James Harden. Like, it's gotten to the point where you got a 36-year-old superstar player now well past his prime that might be time to consider benching James Harden, because he just could not stop Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson schooled James Harden in the fourth quarter and in overtime. No answer to stop Jalen Brunson. And James Harden was a total brickfest and just a turnover tragedy for Cleveland. James Harden, last game, 15 points in 45 minutes, 11 missed shots. 1 free from 3, breaking 3-point shots in the fourth quarter, 6 turnovers, 3 assists, and just 5 field goals. James Harden, a minus 25 in the fourth quarter at overtime, had just 8 points in the second half on 2 for 10 shooting, 0 for 6 from 3. And he's averaging a career most 5 turnovers per game in the playoffs. He's played 188 career playoff games now for Harden. 37 times he's committed more turnovers than assists. And that includes 6 games this year out of the 15 total that he's turned it over more times than assists, plus 2 games that he was even between the same number of assists as he did have for turnovers. So it's been brutal for James Harden. What's good? Peace in the stream. Welcome back in. Virgilio taking the Knicks tonight. Uncle Pizzle, glad to have you back in, brother. Hope all is going well. Welcome back in, man. Dedication out there in London past 1 a.m. his time right now. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Cleveland, when they struggle with the turnovers, 18 plus, they are 0-6 in the playoffs, 8-1 in the playoffs when they've limited themselves to 17 or fewer. That's still a lot, being 17. The Cavs also made 6 more threes than what New York did. So Cleveland made 16 threes. The Knicks made 10. I don't expect the Knicks to come out and be 10 for 32 from three-point range again. Like they were red hot in the closeout game against Philly. New York shooting 40% from 3. The best team in the playoffs. If they're on fire, knocking down their shots. Brunson was just 1 for 6 in the last game. Mikal Bridges made 2 threes. Mikal Bridges really clutch. He had some big-time shots the last game. And then also they shot horribly at the free throw line. So there was a lot of stuff that worked against New York, and they still ended up coming from behind and winning the game. Like Mitchell Robinson, end of the third quarter, kept on getting hacked. He went 2 for 8 at the free throw line. They shot 66% as a team at 21 for 32. They still won the game by 11 points despite 11 missed free throws. And then New York's just absolutely dominant inside. And it's not like Karl-Anthony Towns had this game that was going to blow you away. For him, he finished with 13 points, didn't have a strong offensive game for Cat, did finish with 13 rebounds, but just dominant inside. 47 to 38 in rebounds, 60 to 38 in points in the paint for the Knicks. And I got to see something out of Jarrett Allen in this game, because he did not show up in the last game for Jarrett Allen. Evan Mobley, solid game for his double-double, 15 and 14 for points and rebounds. But yeah, Jarrett Allen, just 10 total points, single-digit rebounds coming off the bench in the previous matchup. Has to show something. Donovan Mitchell get out to a great start. Really good, like solid 30 30 to 35 minutes for him, but in the final like 10 minutes, just had struggling, just wore it out, struggle with efficiency, just 1-6 in the fourth quarter and into overtime, finished with 29 for Mitchell, and James Harden completely letting down his team. What's good, Garden Gods? Welcome in. Absolutely clutch man with Jalen Brunson. Got to be tipping off in around, I believe, like 6 to 8 minutes from now. Thanks so much, all, for your patience here, being a part of the channel tonight for this matchup. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hey, what's good, Jeffrey? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Knicks have not lost a game in 28 days. That's their longest winning streak since the longest streak of time that they haven't lost in between games since 1994 for the Knicks. 28 days since their last loss, game 3 against Atlanta. Yeah, I was just gonna get to that. This is a shame. Gone too soon, man. Just terrible. I saw that win in the last hour. Terrible. Love him or hate him. Kyle Busch, one of the best NASCAR racers of all time, today passed away, age 41. Passed away too soon. He just raced a race at Watkins Glen, like a week and a half ago. I mean, it's terrible. So today there was an article that came out saying that he would miss the race on Sunday, the Coke 600, because he was dealing with an illness. And yeah, nobody thought that it was this bad, and goes from dealing with an illness in the hospital this morning to passing away. It's just so sad. He's got more victories than any other NASCAR driver, combined between all divisions of racing. So the Truck Series, the used to be Xfinity before the Cup Series, and then the Cup Series, all those 3 levels combined, he's got the most victories out of any NASCAR driver in those 3 series. Yeah, I remember when he was coming right out of the minor leagues of racing. It was called the Busch Series before it went to Xfinity. This was back in like 2005, so 21 years ago. Just dominating the Busch Series at when they were racing at Mexico City on the road course, and then he jumped up to the number 5 Kellogg's car for the 06 season as a rookie, and then after that jumped up to the M&M's 18 and won 2 NASCAR Cup championships for Kyle Busch. Like, and he was the guy who kept like NASCAR going with rivalries, like basically a split, like a 50-50 split between like you're a super fan of Kyle Busch or you absolutely hate him and are a fan of another driver for Kyle Busch. There was like no in between, because he was one of those racers that was like a villain. That's why they called him Rowdy. Like at the end of races, from like time to time, he would pick fights and stir things up from time to time. But man, just rest in peace. Just so sad. Terrible, terrible. Just gone too soon. Age 41, man. Just a shame. Absolutely a shame. Really goes to show to make it the best as possible every single day. What's good, Derek on the stream? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it, bud. MSG, game 2 of the series. Knicks haven't lost in almost a month. That was a game that Cleveland needed to get, and they couldn't. Starting line is being introduced right now. Cleveland, their starting five: James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Dean Wade, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen. Starting five being introduced right now for the Knicks. Looks like they're going to start Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Cat. Josh Hart, major minus in the last game for him. I was looking at the box plus minus. I saw that Josh Hart in the last game was a minus 23. I did a double take to make sure that was correct because there were all pluses around him in the starting five, and he was a massive minus. But what happened? Landry Shamet came into the game in the fourth quarter and was clutch. He drilled a corner three that took a Kawhi Leonard bounce off the rim and in the final minute, and then he made the dagger three in overtime to put his team up by 8 to secure the win. 9 points in 17 minutes from the bench, a perfect 3 for 3 from the floor, a plus 25 for Landry Shamet. Drew, welcome in. He's taking the Cavs tonight. Knicks at MSG. Black jerseys, orange numbers, orange letters tonight for New York. Chance to go up 2-0 in the series tonight for the Knicks. Cleveland playing their 16th game, winning a 32-day span. Really a tough contest tonight for the Cavs with zero momentum, zero traction. Knicks have all the momentum coming into this game, and after a slow start for the number one offense and offensive efficiency in the playoffs so far during game one, they know that they got to get out to a red-hot start tonight for New York. Alan, thanks for joining in, bud. We got Bradley in the street. Welcome back in, man. This game very well going to dictate the rest of the course of the series. Mike Brown on game one, quote, "There's no secret, we were attacking Harden," quote by head coach Mike Brown. Jalen Brunson going nuclear, attacking James Harden in the final 7:45 in the fourth quarter and beyond. Finish with 38 for Brunson. James Harden tonight needs to be a million times better to help out his team. Got more turnovers than assists in 6 out of 15 playoff games this year. Cavs go with the white jerseys tonight. Maroon numbers, maroon letters for tonight's matchup. Knicks 5.5-point favorites on the line. Kenny Atkinson, you got timeouts for a reason. Better use them tonight if Cleveland stands a chance in this game. What's good, Naja player? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. I don't think a lot of people are saying about Kenny Atkinson getting fired, but if it keeps on being a coaching malpractice, that needs to be monitored based on the course of the series, especially if the Cavs do get swept. Cavs going right to left in the floor, Knicks going left to right. Game 2, Eastern Conference Finals, MSG, Jarrett Allen, Karl-Anthony Towns at midcourts as we are underway for the opening tip, and the Knicks control the opening tip. Knicks off the opening possession. At the wing, OG Anunoby, handoff Brunson. Brunson turns the corner, drives inside the key, floats up the teardrop, but got it to go. It's good for 2. And an inbound steal by Bridges. Outside to the wing, Brunson. Handoff, OG. Absolute disaster to start off this game for Cleveland. OG in the corner, slides it back outside. Cat pops up with a 3 and buries the triple. The New York Knicks looking to decimate the Cavs off the opening 2 possessions. James Harden, past midcourt. Clamp defended by Mikal Bridges. Knicks know what's up. This is their 16th game. Winning the 32-day span, they pick him up at midcourt. Mobley takes the open 3 and swooshes it from the perimeter. Michael, welcome in. Chaos Kid, thanks for joining in. Anthony, glad to have you back in the stream, man. First minute of action. Mikal Bridges. Pass midcourt into the hands to OG. OG towards his right, hand off Brunson. Brunson with 2 so far tonight. Pocket pass finds Hart. Hart knocked down and fouled. It's on Dean Wade, who picks up the personal foul. So loose ball foul charged to Dean Wade. Inbound goes to OG. Anunoby handoff. Brunson. Brunson taking on Harden, 1-on-1 around the perimeter. Bounce pass finds OG. Kick out, corner, 3. Josh Hart. No good off the rim. A rebound goes to Mobley. Cavs now with their 3rd possession in the night. Mobley made a 3, and Mobley down low, missed a shot. Follow through is good. Jared Allen scores the putback. So both of the bigs right now on the board, tying up the game 5-5. OG. Handoff Bridges, slides in on top to Hart. Josh Hart towards his left into the hands to Brunson. Jalen Brunson gets it away. Bridges back outside Brunson. Brunson working on Mitchell. Bounce pass into the hands to Bridges. Floats it cross court. OG takes the 3 over Harden. Skidded off the... No, it didn't skid off the rim. It's a full air ball from the corner, so it did not graze the rim. That's a shot clock violation. Charged to the Knicks and Anunoby. So right now, Cleveland, after a disastrous opening possession, which led to a backcourt steal and bucket by the Knicks, finally start to settle in with their defense. 2 minutes plus into the game. James Harden at the elbow finds Mobley, pops up on the 3 straight away, buries another triple. Evan Mobley, automatic from the perimeter, 2 for 2 from the outside. And that's great there for the Cavs, able to get shot making out of Evan Mobley to begin tonight. Anunoby lobs it off the Cat. Cat defended by Mobley. Fires it off the Hart. Baseline dribble right to the cup. Backdoor scores the layup. Josh Hart, a minus 23 in the previous game, realizing he needs to step up in a big way. And right there, getting off a head full of steam right to the cup. Lob down low. Allen catches it and scores the 2. Great dime right there by Donovan Mitchell with an assist. 3-point lead for Cleveland. Knicks with possession. Brunson slides it off the Cat. Cat handoff Brunson towards his left. It takes the 3. No good off the mark. Rebound goes to Allen. The Cavs have it back. Good start by Cleveland so far. First 3+ minutes of action. James Harden at the wing, defended by Brunson. James Harden off the crossover. Step back 3 over Brunson. Connects on it. And a beard. That's a confidence booster for him. Able to sizzle a triple. Great start from 3. For the Cavs, they're 5 for 6 from the floor. Perfect 3 for 3 from the perimeter to start things off. Kick out, corner, 3 Hart. No good off the rim. Tipped up to the baseline. Out of bounds off Mobley. It's going to stay Knicks ball. 8:25 left to go in the first. We're just getting started tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Jalen Brunson underneath the hoop, the inbound pass or bounce pass off the Bridges. Into the hands of the Cat, working on Mobley. Handoff goes back to Brunson. Brunson drives on Mobley inside the key. Off to Hart. Sends it off the Bridges. Turns the corner. Follow away shot over Mobley. It drills the 2. That's a tough shot right there for Mikal Bridges. 4-point matchup right now. They pick up Harden at midcourt. James Harden takes it past the timeline as he's defended by OG. Screen set by Mobley. Harden switch guarded by Cat. Takes the jumper off the step back. Blocked by OG. And a loose ball scooped by Towns. Full court outlet pass. OG has it. Underneath. Turns around and scores. Good for the bucket. Defense translating right into offense for New York. And now all 5 starters have scored for the Knicks. Mitchell right to the cup. No good. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound. Allen goes up. Got it stripped. Lost it. Hart able to out-hustle the Cavs defense into the corner, but Josh Hart stepped out of bounds. It's going to stay Cleveland ball. 7:34 left to go in the first. That's incredible wingspan off the vertical for OG Anunoby, blocking the James Harden step back 3. Inbound for Cleveland. Dean Wade Into the hands of Spider Mitchell. Mitchell working on Hart, 101, 12 on the timer. Mitchell drives, odd Hart, floats up the runner, no good off the mark, tipped up, offensive rebound, putback chance, Allen couldn't finish. Allen, though, drew the shooting foul. So 2 shots coming up for Jarrett Allen at the line. That's going to be on OG. That's the first personal foul tonight charged in New York. First free throw is good. Just getting started tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yes, James Harden started tonight and right now is in the game. Second free throw is good by Allen. 4-point advantage for Cleveland. James Harden able to sink a 3. Harden so far tonight, 3 points, 1 assist, no turnovers so far. Josh Hart, hand off to Brunson, into the hands to Hart, dribbles, drives inside the key, working on Jarrett Allen, tough follow-away shots as he rushed it, bricked off the back rim, rebound, goes to Harden. First board of the night for James Harden. Harden on the outside takes on Hart, into the hands to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, under 7 minutes left to go in the first at the elbow. Kick out corner, Mobley. Mobley, left baseline dribble. Mobley attacks the rack. Mobley soars up and scores. Good for 2. Evan Mobley setting the tone early on in this game. He leads the way with 8. Brunson, guarded by Harden. Back into the hands to Brunson. They bring a double team with Allen alongside Harden. Josh Hart. Top of the free throw circle, gives it off to Brunson, 1-on-1, takes out Harden. Brunson off the double, kick out, wing, a 3. Josh Hart off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Allen. And a deflection, Josh Hart in the backcourt tried to come away with it as it went out of bounds. And it's going to stop the clock with 6:12 left to go. I believe Hart was out of bounds with it. And the Knicks will burn their first time out in the night here. 17-11, 6-point lead for the Cavs as we head over to the opening timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, first time out of the night. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Great start by the Cavs so far. Just 1 turnover. That was off the opening possession, off an opening inbound, and then after that, able to clear things up. And they've found their shooting stroke so far tonight. Evan Mobley, left open twice around the perimeter, taking threes, making threes. 3 for 4 from the outside by Cleveland. Knicks struggling early on from 3. 1 for 6 as a team. The Cavs are shooting 55% from the floor. Knicks 45% currently, but great start with Mobley getting going. 2 made threes plus made 2, 8 points on 3 for 4 shooting. Jarrett Allen, great start by him, 6 and 5 for points and rebounds. And Harden able to bury a 3, an assist and a rebound for Harden. Donovan Mitchell yet to score so far. Had a great start in the previous game. Yet to score so far, but still a long way left to go. And then all the starters have scored for the Knicks. It's just nobody has been able to have a strong start so far. Everybody between everybody scored a field goal each. So either 2 or 3 on the board, with Cats leading the way, drilling the lone 3-point shot. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a really good series out of these two teams. Good to see that the Cavs are dialed back in and that they're focused on stealing one tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Cavs or Knicks. Actually, this would be a huge one if the Cavs are able to steal one tonight. Cleveland has fared out pretty well on their home floor throughout the playoffs. They have just one home loss in the entire playoffs. That was the Game 5 against Detroit. Knicks, the first team to come on back from 20-plus points down with 7:52 left to go in the fourth. They trailed by 22. Teams before that had been 632-0, or 663-0 all time when trailing by 20-plus points. Off a deflection, the Cavs maintain possession. Sam Merrill, first time on the floor alongside Max Strus. Bounce pass, corner three, and Merrill off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Towns. Up the floor, Brunson racing down the court. And now we'll slow it down. Cat on the floor alongside Brunson, Bridges, Hart, and Anunoby. They have their starting five on the floor. A couple substitutes in the game. First time tonight between Max Strus and Sam Merrill for Cleveland. Josh Hart at the low block. Bounce pass. Bridges broke it up on the bounds off the Cavs. Gonna stay 3.8 on the shot clock. You'll take that if you're Cleveland. New York's gonna have a deep shot clock off this inbound coming up. Max Strus, James Harden, Jared Allen, Sam Merrill, Dean Wade. The five of the court for Cleveland. Underneath the hoop, Brunson, the inbound passer. Lobs it off to Hart. Hart, one dribble inside the key. A jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Right over Jared Allen to score the two. Michael, thanks for joining in. He's liking the Cavs tonight. Ricaldo taking the Cavs. Ren Jeff, welcome on board. Honestly, I would not mind this series being tied going into a game 3. So I'm actually hoping Cleveland for tonight's matchup. I was quite concerned, though, because the Knicks have all the momentum coming off that collapse on Tuesday. Buckets good underneath by Mikal Bridges off the steal by the Knicks. Cuts the deficit down to 2. That's only 2 turnovers so far tonight by Cleveland. Harden, skip pass, corner 3. Merrill off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Towns. Racing up the floor now with Josh Hart. Hart fires it off to Brunson. Brunson into the hands to Bridges. Bridges inside the key. Off the glass, no good. A rebound ripped away by Allen. Physical defensive game so far. A couple misses recently for these two squads. And Dean Wade right down the chute. Buries the 3. Wide open in the corner. Fourth made 3 tonight for the Cavs. Cleveland is feeling it from the perimeter. Evan Mobley right now on the bench. And he is heading towards the scorer's table alongside his teammate Dennis Schroeder, about to check in during the next whistle. Cat right to the rim, scores the left-hand layup. 5 points now for Cat tonight. New York dominating points in the paint, 14-6. Cleveland ripping down the threes, 4 for 7 from the perimeter. Knicks are just 1 for 6. Next timeout, Mobley will check back in alongside Schroeder off the pivot. Allen couldn't finish. Inside the key, it goes back over to New York. So we're down to under 4 minutes left to go in the first. Cat working on Allen, dribbles up to the low block, puts up a shot, tough one, able to bounce in its way and scored a deuce. Cat showing up tonight. 7 points right now to open the quarter for Karl-Anthony Towns. Kenny Atkinson realizes what he has to do, and that means burn a timeout. First timeout taken of the night by Cleveland, as they will not be hoarding those timeouts. I would hope not tonight. 20-19. So we're down to 3:39 left to go in the first. We take the timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right now the timeouts. Cats getting going up to 7 at the moment. He leads the way for the Knicks tonight, looking to bounce back. Brunson, 1 for 2, 2 points, 2 assists so far for Jalen Brunson for the Cavs. Great start by Evan Mobley. 8 points in 6 minutes, drilling 2 open threes. +6 on the floor for Mobley. Mitchell +6 when he was out there. Both of those guys substituted to be replaced by Strus and Merrill. Now the bench, struggling to get going. Strus and Merrill both -5 in the 3 minutes that they checked in, and the Knicks starting them out a run, cutting it within 1. Jared Allen, good production early on, 6.6 rebounds. Harden with a 3. Dean Wade made a 3. James Harden, no turnovers so far today, so that's a positive sign. Cleveland, much better game so far, taking care of the basketball. Both teams with just 2 turnovers each. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight. Cavs or Knicks? Really good start to tonight's game. Knicks getting downhill, attacking the paint. +10 points in the paint, 16-6. Cavs tonight are feeling it from 3. 4 for 7 from 3, 57% from 3. Knicks, colder right now, 1 for 6 from the perimeter. But hanging in the game and down by just 1. That was a big run by New York, but the bench got to find something right now for Cleveland if they want to hang in the series and make it a even series after tonight. One-point game, we come back from the timeout. Mobley and Allen combining for 14 points, 5 for 9 shooting, 7 rebounds. All 5 starters have at least 1 made field goal plus an assist each. A turnover by the Cavs. That's what they cannot do. Sam Merrill couldn't handle it properly, and up the floor, reach and follow charge to Cleveland. Landry Shamet on the floor. He was a +25 in the previous game. Checks in for the first time tonight. 5 of the court for the Cavs look like this. Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Max Strus, Dennis Schroeder, Sam Merrill. Jalen Brunson's going to be the inbound passer, sends it off to Shamet. Brunson, Shamet, Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges, and Miles McBride. The 5 of the court. Brunson, kick out corner, McBride outside, Shamet into the hands to McBride, far side wing, off to Bridges. Bridges accelerates downhill to the cuff, floats to the runner, scores the 2. Knicks with a 1-point lead. Down to 3 minutes left to go in the first. Evan Mobley backs his way, working on Robinson. Back to the wing. Mobley. Crossover. Slides it on top. Merrill. Outside Schroeder. Schroeder, 8 in the timer. Into the hands to Mobley. Mobley, a little bit of hesitation. Baseline dribble. Tiptoes the baseline. Throws it down with a reverse dunk. Going back door there for Evan Mobley to shut it through with a one-hand finish. Evan Mobley, big start tonight in this game. 10 points now in the opening quarter. Oh, that is impressive. Absolutely an impressive dunk by Evan Mobley. Tiptoeing the baseline, working on Mitchell Robinson. So they're showing the replay right now. Up fake, driving baseline on Robinson. And he went backdoor and flushed it with a left hand. Mitchell Robinson fouled. We know how that went in the previous game. 2 for 8 at the free throw line. Sam Merrill picked up the shooting foul. First free throw by Robinson. Straight line, no good. Yeah, not really much you can do with Mitchell Robinson since he can't make free throws that the Cavs are going to see if they can hack him throughout the course of the night. That time going up on the shot, but he just can't make those. Second free throw, bricked off the back rim. A rebound goes to Mitchell. Yeah, basically Mitchell Robinson in this series, like if they keep it up with Cleveland trying to hack him, the only thing he's good for is basically alley-oop slams. That's it. Dennis Schroeder, runner. No good off the glass, too strong. A rebound taken away by Bridges. Knicks down by 1 with possession. Mikal Bridges, top of the free throw circle, slides it off to McBride, elevates on the 3, he nails it. Knicks out in front, 2-point advantage. Second made 3 tonight as a team for New York. Mitchell, pull-up jumper, missed off the back rim, a rebound goes to Shamet. Knicks with possession, pass midcourt with Bridges. Into the hands to Jalen Brunson. Brunson guarding the outside, taking on Mitchell. Jalen Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo, towards his right off the dribble, finds an open 3. Off the back rim, no good, and went to the top of the backboard, hit the backboard cable out of bounds. That was a solid look. That was coming off a screener, too. That's a rare miss by Jalen Brunson, wide open at the wing. Knicks just 2 for 8 from 3. They are destroying the Cavs in the paint, though 9 for 11 with their 2s. Evan Mobley making 2 threes so far tonight. Mobley, jumper, 17-footer off the back rim, no good. A rebound goes to Shamet. Knicks with possession. So we're down to 80 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Brunson leading 4, no good off the mark. Robinson should have had the rebound, couldn't track it down on the offensive glass as it goes to the Cavs. Sam Merrill snaking his way right to the rim, scores the 2. 24-24, fast break transition off the rebound for Cleveland and not up the match. Jalen Brunson. Past the timeline, slides it off to Shamet. Shamet takes on Schroeder. Back outside goes to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Mitchell. Final minute left to go in the first. Brunson working on Mitchell inside the key over Mobley. Draws the foul. The clock will stop with 48.9. What's good? Roki in the stream. Welcome in. No problem. Hope all is going well. Wow, we got 200 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Blair, welcome in. Sorry to hear about that, bud. This is going to reset the offense. Next time around, Knicks will be in the bonus. Inbound goes to Shamet. Landry Shamet, hand off to Brunson. 4 personal fouls this quarter by the Cavs. Brunson dribbles up to the elbow, thought about the step back, makes the extra pass. Shamet, outside Brunson, give and go Shamet, floats up the shot, bounced out off the mark, and a loose ball foul at the last moment, charged to Cleveland. And this is going to be New York free throws at the line with 2 shots in the bonus. So Landry Shamet missed the floater at the buzzer. Mitchell Robinson was trying to come away with a rebound, and he got pushed underneath and fouled. So actually a smart decision there by the Cavs, sending Mitchell Robinson to the free throw line, hacking Robinson for 2 shots, and the first one he missed. Robinson right now 0 for 3 at the free throw line. Yeah, he's just unplayable. Like, anytime you see bonus, that his team is in the bonus, he is unplayable. You got to take him out. In the series, he is now 2 for 11 shooting free throws. Second free throw, no good off the back rim. A rebound goes to Strus. 0 for 4 tonight at the line for Mitchell Robinson. Dennis Schroeder, pass midcourts, working on Brunson. Bounce pass into the hands to Schroeder. 8-second differential shot clock and game clock to close out at the opening quarter. Mitchell outside, 3 at the wing. Merrill off the back rib, offensive rebound. Mobley, Merrill, kick out, quarter. Mobley, 8 seconds left to go, finds Schroeder. Handoff, Mitchell, final seconds left to go the first. Mitchell, crossover, step back 3 right before the buzzer, rattles it in. 0.7 left to go for Spider Mitchell. 3-point lead for Cleveland, full court shot left short at the buzzer by the Knicks. And Donovan Mitchell, the go-ahead buckets, able to rattle in the triple with 0.7 of a second remaining to close out the first quarter off the step back over Shamet. 27-24, Cavs up by 3 at the end of 1. As we'll be back, second quarter coming up, matter of moments. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Really good matchup tonight. The Cavs are getting their three-point game going. The Knicks getting their interior game going. Cleveland 5 for 10 from the perimeter, 50%. The Knicks are 2 for 8, 25% from three. 4 critical missed free throws by Mitchell Robinson, where he is 0 for 4 at the free throw line. Not many free throws at all in the first quarter. Cleveland perfect 2 for 2 at the line. Both of those free throws made by Jarrett Allen. And a good start in the glass so far tonight for the Cavs. The Cavs got dominated game 1 on the rebound margin and lost that rebound margin. That was on the glass by quite a bit that they lost that rebounds margin. But tonight, able to bounce back, and right now responding with 13 rebounds. Actually, they got 8. They docked them down 1 rebound. 12-8 right now in the rebound margin, Carly. Yeah, last game, the Cavs were -9, 47-38. The points in the paint, Knicks lead that number 18-10, getting to the rim for New York. Their three-point shooting is struggling, but still. Nevertheless, where they're just 2 for 8 from 3, the Cavs are 5 for 10. It's only a one-possession game. And Cleveland better hope that they are red hot throughout this entire game, drilling threes from start to finish. Because if they do cool off, watch out for the Knicks. Because the Knicks have got their 2-point game going on, and when they have efficiency to start off like that, then if their opponent cools off from 3, it's going to be tough tonight for Cleveland to get on the board and make it 1-1. Cavs doing a much better job taking care of the basketball. Both teams with 3 turnovers each. Both teams conceding 7 points each off of turnovers. You gotta have a clean game, limiting the turnovers. And so far, James Harden, no turnovers. So positive sign for him so far tonight. Harden, 3 points, only attempted 2 shots, 1 for 2, buried a 3. He's got a rebound and an assist. Leading scorer, Evan Mobley, set the tone tonight for the Cavs. He has 10 points. Perfect, 2 for 2 from 3, 4 for 6 shooting. Jarrett Allen, great start for him, 6.6 rebounds. And then Donovan Mitchell able to rattle in the 3. That was his first made bucket in the night. 3 points tonight for Mitchell. And Knicks led by Cat with 7, 4 boards for Cat. Brunson with just 2. What's good, Nelly in the stream? Thanks for joining in. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. First quarter of action through, about to start off quarter number 2. Right to left on the floor. Cavs with a possession up by 3. Schroeder sends it off to Mitchell. At the edge of the midcourt logo, it's Mitchell, Strus, Mobley, Schroeder, and Merrill. Missed 3 by Strus. Rebound goes to Alvarado for the Knicks. Jose Alvarado starting off the second quarter alongside Cat, McBride, Shamet, and Hart. So right now, Brunson and Bridges, both of the Villanova boys on the bench currently, but Hart on the floor. Jab step in the corner. McBride dribbles up. Follow-away jumper at the low block. Scores the 2. Nice touch right there by Deuce McBride. Donovan Mitchell drives right past Cat, right to the rim, soars up and scores, up and in off the backboard. 3-point lead once again for Cleveland. Spida Mitchell tonight getting going in action. Jose Alvarado has possession, sends it off the Cat, pops up for a 3. A Cat, nothing but net delivers. Third made 3 tonight as a team for the Knicks. Cat has 2 of those made 3s. Merrill in the corner finds Strus. Left baseline dribble. Strus underneath as he is missing it around. Tipped off the glass multiple times, and Evan Mobley finally finishes with a tip-in. Active tonight, down low for the Cavs. Great game between these two teams. Back and forth we go. McBride at the top. Lobs off the Cat. Cat takes on Strus off a mismatch. Attacks the paint over. Mobley scores the 2. Karl Anthony Towns showing up in a big way tonight, responding. 12 points, perfect, 5 for 5 from the floor in 10 minutes by Cats. Schroeder sends it cross-court off to Mitchell around the perimeter. Dribbles up, outside to the wing. Finds Schroeder, tees up the three. Schroeder bricked off the back rim of the shot. To rebound goes the Cats. Up the floor, Josh Hart looking to break the tie right here. Alvarado. Defended by Schroeder. Screen gets set by Hart. Alvarado slides it off towards his left. Cat gets it away. Corner three. McBride, no good off the mark. Tipped off the glass. Rebound goes to Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder with possession. Bursts the speed to the cup. Stripped to the bounce off his knee. Alvarado, great defense. It's going to be a Knicks ball. What's good? Tony in the street. Welcome back in, bud. Knicks with possession. Alvarado gets it away. Into the hands to McBride. McBride, Hart, handoff. McBride stripped and fouled around the perimeter. Clock will stop with 9:21. Kenny Atkinson challenging the personal foul charge to Mitchell. Stripping Deuce McBride around the perimeter. So this will stop the clock. 9:21 left to go in the second. That's going to be ruled a shooting foul. So Miles McBride going up on a jump shot from behind the arc. Shooting foul, the initial call, charge to Donovan Mitchell. Kenny Atkinson, big challenge coming up right now for the Cavs as he is challenging this foul call. That's huge. Because if this call stands, it's going to be 3 shots coming up at the line by Miles McBride from New York. And that would be Donovan Mitchell's second personal foul. So Mitchell right now just picked up his second. It's being challenged by Atkinson as we await the call. We're going to head to the timeout. 31-31. Great game so far tonight. 9:21 left to go before half as we head to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, right now the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Hoping to be back live tomorrow night covering Game 3, Thunder and Spurs. That series tied up at 1 apiece. Hey, thanks for joining in, Joe. Appreciate it, man. France Lobby, welcome in. Yeah, exciting. Good. Hopefully 2 solid conference finals matchups. I know for sure Thunder, Spurs, that's just an incredible start to that conference finals. Unfortunately, injuries starting to take a little bit of a toll in that series. Jalen Williams re-injured himself last game, played just 7 minutes, and then Dylan Harper, hamstring injury, exited yesterday in the second half, so that's a key player that the Spurs are missing for him. Romneal, thanks for joining back in, bud. Looking for the Cavs to win this one tonight. Hit us up on the chat who you guys like to win, Cavs or Knicks tonight. Knicks started off red hot in the poll. It's kind of even itself out a little bit more right now. Knicks up in the poll 58-42. And Jamar liking the Knicks as well. to take the chip this year to go all the way. So where we left off, Donovan Mitchell called on a shooting foul, charged to the officials, and the challenge has been won by the Cavs. The call has been overturned. Cavs win the challenge. Mitchell has the foul taken away, down to one personal foul now. Cavs have possession off the one challenge, right to the rim. Schroeder scores the layup. Wow, they win the challenge. Great coaching decision by Atkinson. And then Dennis Schroeder scores his first layup. That's how you get momentum right back in this game. 2-point lead now for Cleveland. Alvarado at the top of the key, working on Schroeder. Bounce pass finds Cat, rolling down, blocked by Mobley. Tipped off the glass. Mitchell out of the pack, comes away with it. Evan Mobley, big time start for him so far. Mitchell, kick to the wing. Tyson outside. Dean Wade, a misfired at 3. Rebound goes to Robinson. We're down to 8.5 before half. Alvarado slides it off the cap. Pops up for a 3. Missed off the mark. Rebound hauled by Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder on the floor alongside Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jalen Tyson, Dean Wade. Mitchell, crossover, dribbles, drives inside the key, works on Bridges. Schroeder, bounce pass, corner 3. Tyson had a great look, couldn't convert. Wade tipped it up on a bounce off the baseline, and it was off of Wade last. It'll be Knicks ball. They've got the right ideas with the type of shots that they want to hit. Wide open threes, but they started off the game strong, struggling to connect on a couple of those recently. 19-11 Cavs, leading the rebound margin, up +7 on the second chance points for Cleveland right now, 9-2. Lob sent to Cat, baseline dribble. Cat no good off the glass, drew the foul. It's going to be 2 free throws coming up at the line. It's on Dean Wade, who picked up the shooting foul. So right now, Jalen Brunson on the bench, getting quite a bit of time to rest up for Brunson. Played the entire first quarter. 12 minutes in the first, attempted just 2 shots, or attempted 3 shots, 1 for 3 so far. Only 2 points by Brunson, but yet to play so far the second quarter as he's on the bench getting rested up. First free throw is good by Cap. Hey, what's good, Joe? Welcome back in, man. Looking for Cavs Spurs for him for the finals. Tim Burra, glad to have you back in. Game's been really good so far. Knicks feasting upon interior offense. Cavs knocking down threes. All about the perimeter shot making for Cleveland. Cleveland nailing 5 threes. It seems like it's been a lot more than 5, but they're 5 for 14 from 3. They got out to a great start. They've started to cool off recently, so they need to get their balance back for the Cavs and need to start to get downhill, get more to the rim instead of being over-reliant upon the 3 ball. Second free throw is missed by Cats. James Harden back on the floor, sends it off to Merrill, laces up the 3, is skipped around the rim and out. To rebound goes to Cats. Knicks down by 1 with possession. Bridges sprints up the open floor over Harden. Scores the 2. Going right after James Harden since he checked back into the game again. Mikal Bridges got 8 points tonight. Luciano, welcome back in, bud. Flock, thanks for joining in. Jalen Brunson checks back into the game now for the Knicks, and Cat will take a seat on the bench. Cat's out to a great start tonight. 13 points, 13 minutes, 5 for 7 shooting, 6 rebounds. Sam Merrill at the top, hand off to Harden, and taking on Brunson at the wing. James Harden, 10 on the shot clock, dribbles up, drives on Brunson, inside the key, blocked by Robinson. They get it back with Tyson. Merrill fires a 3, left is short, ricocheted back out to the edge of the perimeter, and out of bounds off the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson, big time block denying Harden just a moment ago. Able to erase away the shot. From Germany, welcome in Bio Schneider on the stream. Thanks for joining in, bud. Inbound goes to Harden. If you're a big Jordan Clarkson fan out from the Philippines, Jordan Clarkson, first time on the floor as he's in the game for number 00 for the Knicks. Missed runner by Harden. Tipped up to Tyson for the offensive rebound. James Harden in the corner. Takes on Mitchell Robinson. Jab step Harden. 6 in the timer. Harden thinking about taking the three. He'll go baseline dribble. Makes the bounce pass off to Allen. Allen puts up the shots and draws the foul. That's a crusher for the Knicks. There were 0.6 seconds remaining on the shot clock, and OG Anunoby picks up the shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up at the line for Jared Allen. Yeah, I saw something on Twitter this afternoon. Somebody posted an AI-generated video of Isaiah Hardenstein um, saying that he was pulling Wemby by the hair, and then SGA was rolling around on the ground in the locker room, saying that he does best is on the floor, and then Commissioner Adam Silver comes in, and it was an AI generated video on Twitter about it, with the commissioner congratulating the Thunder for doing their job for winning the game, and then a referee came into the locker room. That was all AI generated from the video they saw. Runner is good for 2 by New York. Knicks up 36-34. Able to score that floater. James Harden. Runner inside the key. Right back off the teardrop. Scores the 2. Great game tonight between these two teams. 36 even. Jalen Brunson at the edge of the midcourt logo. Slides it off into the hands to Bridges. Bridges towards his right, gets it away to Brunson. Brunson working on Dean Wade. Takes the jumper. Deep 2 off the rim, no good. Tip-ins there by Robinson. That's key for Mitchell Robinson. Gets his team a 2-point advantage. Sam Merrill on top into the hands to Allen. It's Merrill, Allen, Wade, Harden, and Tyson, the 5 of the core. Merrill fires the 3, missed off the back rim. Long rebound, tracked down by Anunoby. Knicks with a possession. Brunson up the floor. Brunson dribbles up free throw circle. Finds OG. Head full of steam. Right to the rim. Soars and scores. Up and off the backboard. 4-point advantage right now for New York. James Harden, pressure by Clarkson. Harden gets past Clarkson inside and draws the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the line for Harden. Yeah, Knicks are trying to tire out the Cavs, picking up James Harden at midcourt. So they've got the idea tonight. Stunningly enough, there hasn't really been many turnovers. This game has flown by, and I'll take it. Like, this game has flown by tonight. Not too many fouls, not too many turnovers. And a lot of the streams that I've been doing have gone on for like 3+ hours. So I'll take it. If this stream goes like 2.5 hours tonight, I'll take it based on the flow of the game. Both of these teams keeping up with one another. First free throw, good by Harden. James Harden tonight with 7. Second free throw, got the bounce. Been close all throughout the course of the night. Largest lead, Knicks by 5, Cavs by 6. Nothing bigger than a 2-possession game. There's been no 3-possession game or greater tonight. Bridges slides it off to Brunson. Jalen Brunson, top of the key, working on Strus, towards his left off the dribble. Brunson towards his right for the shot clock. Brunson inside the key, bounce pass Hart, elevates for the J. Off the back rim, misfire, tipped up to Harden for the defensive rebounds. And the Cavs will slow it down. Under 4.5 left to go before halftime. James Harden working on Brunson around the perimeter. 10 in the shot clock. Gets it away to Mobley. Mobley, head full of steam off the dribble. No good. Missed the layup, but was fouled going up with the layup. So Mitchell Robinson picks up the shooting foul. And Evan Mobley will shoot 2 at the line. First free throw is good. Hey, what's good? Jonah, welcome in. Hanging in. Trying to do my best tonight. Second free throw is good by Evan Mobley. Yeah, kind of emotional day. Before I went live for this stream. If you guys follow NASCAR, if you're a NASCAR fan, just terrible tragedy today in the NASCAR world. Really unexpectedly that happened. Kyle Busch, gone too soon, age 41, passed away today. Just terrible. Jumper, OG, followed by Harden. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Anunoby. First free throw by OG. It is good. Yeah, I follow a lot of NASCAR, especially when I was younger. And back in my childhood, he was like the first racer that I grew up like watching go through like the different series of racing, from the truck series to back then it was the Busch series in the mid 2000s. Then worked his way up to the Cup, and um, this was going back to when he was like rolling the minor league racing in the Busch series, like in the mid 2000s. Then worked his way up to the Cup around 2006, and had a notorious race car that he had driven for years under Joe Gibbs Racing, the 18 M&Ms that he used to race in. And he's won more races than anybody throughout all 3 divisions. Trucks, used to be Busch Series, then Xfinity, and then the Cup Series. Corner jumpers buried by Josh Hart. 5-point lead for the Knicks, tie for the largest lead of the night for New York. 7 points for Hart now. Mitchell slides it off to Strus. Strus dribbles up inside the key. Got away with a push-off. It's an offensive foul. Late whistle. Charge to Max Strus, pushing off Brunson. Down to the hardwood. Brunson takes the charge. It's going to go right back over to the Knicks. Yeah, I think it's going to be Debonsa that they take at number 1. So I think it's AJ Debonsa. Looks like he has the highest ceiling out of all players in the draft. So I think Washington's going to take him at number 1. Big mistake if they don't take him. But honestly, would not be shocked if he does fall to 2 in Utah, which he played basketball for BYU. If he does fall to number 2, and if they do take like Boozer or Peterson for Washington at 1. But I think they're going to go with AJ Debonsa. We're down to 3 minutes left to go. Cleveland yet to make a 3 in this quarter after they shot red hot in the opening quarter. Missed 3 by the Knicks. Cavs with possession. Mitchell shoots right past the defense, sprinting up the floor. And we will have a timeout here taken on the court. So the Knicks will take the timeout. Josh Hart just picked up the reach and foul right at midcourt defending Mitchell. And the Knicks will burn a timeout. Knicks down to 5 timeouts remaining. Cavs have 5 timeouts as well. 2:56 left to go before halftime. 5-point game as we head to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. What's good, Deborah? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream tonight. Yeah, Cleveland falling apart with the 3-ball. They started off really well from 3. I think they were like 5 for 7 to begin, and all of a sudden they've missed like 11 straight 3s in a row. 5 for 18, 28% from 3. Yeah, they closed out the first quarter. They were 5 for 10 in the opening quarter from 3. They're 0 for 8 in the second quarter from 3. They gotta get to the rim. utilize Jarrett Allen a whole lot more. Evan Mobley started off the game great. 14 points. Perfect. 2 for 2 from 3. 5 for 7 from the floor. It's a +3 in the court. Donovan Mitchell needing to step up, though. Just 5 points with under 3 before halftime. Harden with 7. The key about Harden tonight with no turnovers, so that's great for James Harden. Just 1 assist, though. Jarrett Allen tonight, 7.6 rebounds currently. They start to cool off from the perimeter. Cat looking great in this game. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 5 for 7 shooting, 2 made threes, 10 by Bridges. And I think it's all going to depend on who steps up. Jalen Brunson, just 2 points in 16 minutes. We know that he's going to step up and become Mr. Clutch in the fourth quarter. Question is whether Donovan Mitchell is able to rise up and this time not get fatigued when the fourth quarter comes. This is not a good sign right now for the Cavs because all of a sudden they've gone stone cold from 3. And once that fatigue hits, it's tough. The Knicks are so well rested. Knicks are playing at home, have the whole crowd behind them. And the Cavs have just 1 full day of rest in between all these games in the playoffs. This is now their 16th game in a 32-day span, going back to April 18th. So, yeah, these guys are cooked. The more we progress throughout the game, the tougher it's going to get for Cleveland because the minutes are going to rack up. These guys are going to be playing 38, 40, 42 minutes a game. And then if it goes into overtime, that was the worst case nightmare. You had guys playing it to the mid-40s in the last game. I can't show the game due to copyright. It's play-by-play only, but welcome in May in the stream. Thanks for joining in. Few shots of the free throw line for Donovan Mitchell. First one is good. So the Cavs are in the bonus right now as Josh Hart picked up the reach and foul, defending Mitchell before the timeout. Second free throw is good. Up to now 7 for Donovan Mitchell. 3-point game, Knicks with possession. Under 3 minutes left to go before half. Mikal Bridges on the floor alongside Hart, Brunson, Anunoby, and Cat. Brunson at the wing. Towards his left, defended by Harden, 1-on-1. Now it's a nightmare in the fourth quarter. In the last game, Brunson gets the way. Hart takes the open 3, missed off the mark, shoved off the back rim, missed by Anunoby. Rebound controlled by Mobley. Chance to tie it up with a made 3. Cavs yet to make one, though, so far in this quarter. Mitchell had to take it away. Strus, right place, right time, collecting the basketball. James Harden buries the triple. A botched possession leading to a James Harden 3, the first made 3 of the second quarter for Cleveland. 10 points by Harden. Game 2. James Harden turned back the clock early on in Game 2 right now. We're down to 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Anunoby sends it off to Hart. Spins like a Hart with a right hand. A scoop score. Up and it off the window. Good for 2. Lead goes right back to the Knicks. Josh Hart, good bounce back start for him. He's got 9. Mitchell, zigzag, kick out, corner. Mobley takes the 3. Missed off the rim. A short to rebound secured by Anunoby. Knicks with possession. Low by off the dribble. Bridges shovels it to Hart. Outside OG. Up fake. Sidestep 2 is left on a 3. A laser beam from the perimeter. Got Jarrett Allen to bite off the up fake. OG Anunoby puts up the Knicks up by 5. 9 points by OG. First 3 made of the night. Strus sends it off into the hands to Harden. Under 80 seconds left to go before halftime. James Harden at the top of the key. Takes on Brunson 1-on-1. Harden. 5 at the timer. Dribbles up. Drives past Brunson with a teardrop. Got it to go. It's good for the deuce. James Harden up to 12 tonight. Turning back the clock in the early going. Anunoby. Jumper. Mid-range. Left short to rebound. Goes to Harden. Final minute left to go before halftime. 9 this quarter by James Harden. 12 in the game. Hungry for more. James Harden, classic step back 3, missed off the back rim, tipped up in the air, tipped around, and Josh Hart secures the defensive rebound. Knicks by 3 with possession. Bridges into the hands to Brunson. Jalen Brunson looking to treat the final 35 seconds just like he did treating the fourth quarter and overtime on Tuesday. Hart, open three, drills another three ball. Josh Hart ripping down an absolute missile straight away from the top of the key. 12 points tonight by Hart. Second made three in the night. Knicks start to find their three-point groove. 6-second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out the quarter. Mobley lobs it up over the top. Allen has it. Allen scores it. And this will leave the shot clock turned off. Knicks with a final possession. Under 10 seconds left to go. Josh Hart past the midcourt logo. Josh Hart at the wing. Not looking at the scouting report. Hart, though, missed a three. Offensive rebound at the buzzer. Before the buzzer, actually, as we have a foul. Charge to Cleveland on the rebound. It's going to reset the clock with 1 second. Well, Josh Hart, what hustle. He knew that the three-point shot was off the mark, and then he ripped away the rebound from Max Strus, who picked up the loose ball foul. So this is going to reset the offense here for New York with 1 second remaining before halftime. Near side front court, OG Anunoby, the inbound passer. OG. Bounce pass at the corner. Brunson takes the jumper, the buzzer off the back rim, no good. And we go to halftime. It's 53-49. Knicks by 4 going into half. A close and competitive battle between these two teams where no team has led by more than 2 possessions tonight. 6 points each being the largest lead for both sides. And a game that Jalen Brunson has struggled, Karl Anthony Towns has rose up tonight. 13.6 rebounds by Cat in 16 minutes. Josh Hart having a solid game. 12 points for Hart. Mikal Bridges has 10 on 5 for 6 shooting. And Brunson just 2 tonight. Anunoby with 9. 7 combined bench points. 5 by McBride, 2 by Robinson. And for the Cavs, Evan Mobley showed up early on. Really set the tone early for Cleveland. 14 points by Mobley on 5 for 8 shooting. 12 by Harden. James Harden, good version to him so far with no turnovers going into the half. That's key. And Cleveland doing a great job taking care of the basketball. Anybody's game right now. The Cavs have gone stone cold, though, from 3 in the second quarter. They're going to have to develop more balance in the second half. Donovan Mitchell with 7. Jarrett Allen with 9.6 rebounds. It's all going to hinge on who steps up for the superstar players in the second half. Jalen Brunson, we know that he's going to get going. And right now they have a 4-point lead, even though Brunson has just 2. So we know Brunson's going to start to take over and get better throughout the course of this game. But Donovan Mitchell, 7 points for him, a slower start on 2 for 6 shooting. If he doesn't show up in the second half and Brunson does, then the Cavs are cooked. So a lot depends on Mitchell showing up because Brunson, like, on his home floor, bound to show up in the late stage of this game and go off. 30-22 points in the paint in favor of the Knicks. Both teams are just 4 turnovers going into halftime. A really fast-paced game so far, but Knicks doing a great job playmaking, passing the basketball. 17-9 total assists in favor of the Knicks. Cavs playing a lot of ISO possession so far for them. The Cavs started off the game really well from 3. They were 5 for 10 from 3 at the end of the first quarter. Ever since the second quarter, they went just 1 for 11 from the perimeter. So they've cooled off entirely. That 50% number went to 29 going into half. Knicks tonight, 6 for 19 from 3. They are hammering it inside the paint. 51% from the floor as a team. Points in the paint or 2-point shot making. They made 16 twos. They're 16 for 24 from 2. An efficient 66.6% from 2-point range for New York. Yeah, really solid game, though, with both teams able to take care of the ball. Yeah, good point that Tony brings up. I'm gonna see. I think I came across like an article yesterday about that Mitchell didn't look like himself, that might be dealing with something. Yeah, Mitchell, towards the end of the last game, he was limping back to the court and later back to the locker room after overtime from Mitchell. Um, Nothing was listed on the injury report. It was a clean injury report for both sides. Yeah, Mitchell, there's video of him going to heading back to the locker room after game one, and he was yeah, he was seen limping. So no injury designation for Mitchell on the injury report. Yeah, see, I have the audio turned down when I'm doing my stream, so I don't know what ESPN's talking about during their broadcast, but over on Twitter, Knicks Muse points out on Twitter in the last hour that ESPN seems to think that Donovan Mitchell is playing through an injury, so it's something to monitor for Mitchell. That's just crusher. Just so many games. I pointed out earlier with the amount of games that's happened with the Cavs. They got taken into 2 Game 7s. This is now their 16th game that they're playing in the playoffs. 16th game in 32 days since April 18th. So basically a month span. They played 16 games, only having 1 day in between to rest up. So these guys are beaten, they're battered, they're completely just grinded and gutted out, and at this point just trying to battle as much as possible through the pain for all these guys, because waking up in the morning, that's going to be tough for these Cleveland players, because they've played consecutive 7-game series matchups and playoff basketball, just the physicality at another level, with players dealing with injuries. Even though they're not listed on the injury report, we know that they're going through stuff, whether it's like bruises or just hardness in the joints. There's something that they're going through, because this is playoff games. These guys are playing 35, 40, 45 minutes, and last game went into overtime for them, and they were just completely gassed out, just completely exhausted. Hey, what's good, Jimbo? Welcome back in. Yeah, just horrific from Mitchell Robinson, just getting hacked and bricking free throws. Ben Wallace, minimum 1,000 attempts, owns the career worst free throw shooting percentage in NBA history at 41%. I want to see where Robinson stands. I believe it's like around like the upper 50s for him. Oh, it's around 50. Wow, 50.8 in his career. Yeah, last year he wasn't that bad. That's right. I remember he kept on getting hacked last year and shot 68%. Best ever in the regular season. Postseason, it's abysmal. Postseason, a 38% free throw shooter. Yikes. That's a consistent 4 postseasons that he shot in the 30s. Yeah, it's better than Ben Simmons in 2021, where he completely just didn't have basketball on his mind. 34.2% in 12 games in the 2020-21 postseason for Ben Simmons. Shaq shot 37% with the Heat in 2006. Hey, what's good? Mike Jock, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. William, welcome in. Wow, I'm shocked to see. I'm looking at like the worst postseason free throw shooters right now, like this postseason. Kind of shocked to see Duncan Robinson that low, 61% for him in 13 games in the playoffs. CJ McCollum was not good at the line, shot 54%. Wow, he was only better than Ausar Thompson. Ausar Thompson, the players rated at the free throw line, 51.6%. Now, Mitchell Robinson is the worst in the entire playoffs at like 38%, but that didn't factor. I think because you need like a certain amount of attempts or so to get there in the playoffs, and he hasn't met that criteria. Ausar Thompson, CJ McCollum, that is shocking that CJ, the second worst free throw shooter, statted off playoffs. For a guy that's like 80% career wise at the free throw line. Wow, he went 13 for 24 at the line for the Hawks in the Knicks series. Best free throw shooters postseason. Mikal Bridges is perfect at the line. Dylan Brooks, perfect in the opening round for Phoenix. Jamal Murray, 97.5%. Jokic at 93. Yeah, Mr. Reliable, Mikal Bridges, perfect 13 for 13 in the playoffs on free throws. Hit us up in the chat if you guys like to win. Type it in, Knicks or Cavs right now at halftime. Thanks all for joining in tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, Cavs going to start to get going inside the paint. Too reliant upon the three ball, and they keep on missing their threes. They got out to a great start, but they just haven't been able to translate that over. And it's going to get tougher throughout the course of the games because it just takes a toll on your body. Like the more minutes that these guys are playing out here, and this is not good right now that the Cavs are down by 4 because they are at a rest disadvantage against the Knicks. Some good highlights for you guys tonight so far. I've been doing a lot of the short videos for like the last couple weeks. Those really popping. Big ups to Assist Live for getting me on those short videos. Absolute legends over there over at Assist Live. D Good, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. SN, welcome in. Thinking that the Cavs going to keep it close, but the Knicks going to pull out the win tonight. Yeah, one thing to monitor is once we get late into this game. Last time the Cavs players were gassed out, completely exhausted. In these minutes, I'll go to the minutes distribution. What they've done so far for Cleveland. 19 minutes by Evan Mobley. Mobley playing well, scoring a team high 14 points. 18 points by Mitchell. 18 minutes by Mitchell. He scored 7 points for Mitchell in 18 minutes. 16 minutes each by Jarrett Allen and Harden. James Harden scoring 12 in 16 minutes. Allen scoring 9 and plus 6 rebounds. Off the bench, Max Strus with 14 minutes. Scoreless tonight for Strus. Sam Merrill playing 11 minutes. Dean Wade in the starting 5 playing 13 minutes. And then Dennis Schroeder with 8 minutes. Jalen Tyson with 5. Minutes distribution, much more even between the starters for the Knicks, playing a little bit more minutes, though. Mikal Bridges, 21 minutes, 10 points. Jalen Brunson, 19, only scoring 2. 16 minutes each by Anunoby, Cat, and Hart. And off the bench, Robinson playing 9. Shamit playing 6. McBride playing 6. Alvarado with 5. Clarkson with 4. Kev, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. What I'm hoping is I want like a really good series between these two teams. In my honest opinion, I think it's going to be the Knicks tonight because Jalen Brunson only has 2 points right now. They have a 4-point lead. That's a bad sign for the Cavs because Brunson is going to find his rhythm in the second half and he's going to step up and he's going to start to take over the game. So I would love to see the series 1-1. I'm actually hoping that the Cavs take it here, but in my honest opinion, what I'm seeing out there in the courts, I think it's going to be the Knicks tonight that go up 2-0. Yeah, especially if the game's close, this Knicks team is just incredibly clutch for them. Like, whenever you need a bucket the most, they have guys cold-blooded that can drill those shots. My concern for Cleveland is that they shot 1 for 11 from 3 in the second quarter. What's helped out Cleveland is that they've only turned it over 3 times tonight. Like, that is huge. Like, if they were coughing up the basketball, they would not be in this game right now. We get back to action. 4-point game. James Harden clean the game with 0 turnovers in the first half. Harden gets pressure by Bridges off the opening possession. Harden working on Cap. Pocket pass finds Mobley. Fires it down low. Allen floats it up and scores the 2. There you go. Going right to the rim. Beautiful possession to begin the third quarter for Cleveland. Opening possession for the Knicks, going right to left on the floor. Brunson, Anunoby, Cat, Bridges, and Hart. The 5 of the court for New York. Cat, top of the free throw circle, sends it off to Brunson. Brunson drives, gets past Harden, shovel pass right to the cup. Josh Hart, huge rejection at the rim by Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen turning into a monster on the first possession offensively and defensively for Cleveland. Gonna have to keep that up tonight to steal game 2. Mobley at the mid-block, takes on Cap, floats it back outside to Harden. James Harden working on Hart at the wing, 3 in a timer, crossover, Harden, step back 3 straight away, left off the rim short to rebound secured by Cat. Full court outlet, snatched by Hart, into the hands of Bridges, kick out, corner, OG, off the jab step, takes the 3, no good off the mark, rebound goes to Harden. Finds Mitchell up the floor past midcourt. Donovan Mitchell dribbles up inside the key, a jumper mid-range, and that was partially blocked out of bounds by Hart. It's going to stay Cavs ball. And, yeah, Tony brought it up at halftime. It looks like Donovan Mitchell's playing through something. Donovan Mitchell looks like he's lost his burst for him, which is not a good sign for the Cavs. You need that takeover capability with that burst by Donovan Mitchell. And on that possession, from what I saw, Donovan Mitchell appeared a lot slower than how he's usually been throughout the playoffs. Thanks so much, Kev. Really appreciate it, bud. Inbound goes to Mobley. Mobley, hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell, 12 of the timer, dribbles up. Euro step inside the key. A runner, got the bounce. Nice job to create space off that Euro step for Spider Mitchell. 53-53. 9 points now for Mitchell tonight. Brunson held to just 2 with possession. Bounce pass goes to Cat. Cat defended top of the free throw circle, working on Mobley. And the whistle on the foul away from the ball, charged to Cleveland. It's on Mitchell away from the basketball. Now that's the second personal foul tonight, charged to Mitchell. Inbound goes to Hart. Josh Hart, handoff Brunson. Brunson at the left wing, pocket pass Hart. Hart spin cycle, working on Allen, free throw circle. Bounce pass Brunson, top of the key. Takes the 3, a 20-foot footer. Reigns in the triple. Jalen Brunson showing up here with a big-time shot in the early third. 5 points now for Brunson. 3-point game, Cavs kick out, quarter 3. Mitchell couldn't match and missed off the backroom Cats with a defensive rebound. Outlet pass, Brunson, unselfish pass ahead, finds a Josh Hart with a 2-handed flush. 5-point lead for New York. Jalen Brunson starting to make all the right plays right now. Missed shot by Mitchell. Mitchell started to get gassed out as Cat came away with another rebound. Cat leaves it off for Hart. Hart flings it off to Cat. Cat able to get it back to the corner. Cat working on Harden in the near side corner. Baseline dribble, fires it outside. Hart, extra pass, bridges back to Hart. 5 of the timer. Hand off Brunson. Brunson with a 3. Brunson off the back rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Harden. Cavs with the ball. Mitchell lost it inside the key, bumped into Cat. Loose ball foul, charged to Mitchell. Third personal foul now on Donovan Mitchell tonight. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell just does not look like himself. Just looking like he's a step slower or two than his usual self, going through a lengthy playoffs for Mitchell. 3 personal fouls tonight in 21 minutes, scoring just 9 points. And Mitchell will stay on the floor. Yeah, Mitchell, both of his hands around his knees. He looks completely gas, Carly. Brunson working on Wade here. Top of the key. Brunson dribbles up, spin cycle, jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Jalen Brunson started to take over. 7-zip run by the Knicks in the last 2 minutes. Kenny Atkinson is hoarding 5 timeouts. You needed to burn a timeout right there. That needed to be a timeout. This is costly. Mitchell is completely gassed, and there's a turnover. Bad pass by Cleveland, leading to a numbers break. Bridges scores the layup. 9-0 run, and finally a timeout. Too little, too late. Largest lead of the game. 62-53 with 8:28 left to go in the third. The New York Knicks in the second half just built difference. And now with the Cleveland Cavaliers, they are in danger of being swept in this series because they have played now 16 games within the course of 32 days. In those minutes, just 1 full day of rest. That takes a toll on the body. The New York Knicks had 9 full days of rest going into this playoff series. They have now played 12 games since April 18th, winning a 32-day span, where the Cavs have just 1 full day of rest. The Knicks are averaging around 2.6 full days of rest. We head to the timeout. 62-53, largest lead of the game by New York going into the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe right now to timeouts. What's good, Rye Dog? Thanks for joining back in. David, welcome in. SN pumped up with a Knicks run right now. 9-zip run by New York. And yeah, Kenny Atkinson, last game an absolute coaching malpractice, hoarding 4 timeouts with 7:40 left to go, all the way to the 3-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Had 2 of those timeouts taken away, down to 4 timeouts right now for the Cavs. Knicks with 5 timeouts left. Border Republic, welcome in. Yeah, this is starting to not look too good for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell looks like he's completely gassed. Just slow for Mitchell, much slower than his usual self. Mitchell just 9 points tonight in 22 minutes, picking up 3 fouls. And the turnovers have not been an issue. It's interior defense tonight for the Cavs. They're getting beat off the dribble. Knicks are using dribble jive penetration to their advantage. 36-26 points in the paint. Knicks are moving the ball around extremely well. 20 total assists by New York, just 11 by the Cavs. Yeah, Cavs going into more ISO ball than New York, working their way around. A lot of good action for New York, like dribble handoff action, couple cutters, pocket passes, shovel passes inside. Yeah, they're doing a great job with spacing the floor for them tonight. Hatsel, thanks for joining in. Low-key on the stream. Welcome on board. Things looking good for the Knicks right now. Well-rested team. All the momentum on their whole floor. Up by 9. Not looking so hot for the Cavs. In danger of going down to 0-2. And honestly, I think they're in danger of being swept. And that's because they've played 2 7-game series matchups. The Knicks have played 4 fewer playoff games than the Cavs, with significant rest after sweeping Philly in the second round. And that rest just so beneficial the deeper you get into the playoffs. 62-53 we get back from the timeout. James Harden lobs it off to Allen. Hand off Harden. Harden, kick out, corner off to Mobley. And I really hope that they don't get swept. I really don't hope that. I hope that we have a very, very close competitive series. But right now, the wheels looking like they have fallen off Cleveland as they missed a rudder. Harden couldn't record a putback. Brunson off the Hart, head off the Bridges. Bridges, baseline jumper, deep 2 off the back rim, no good. Tipped up to Wade for the defensive rebounds. Yeah, what I'm hoping out of this series is a close competitive battle. I'm praying we go 7 games in it. That'd be amazing, but Cleveland's right now, wheels have fallen off. Started brick shots. They started off really well. They were 5 for 10 from 3. Dean Wade just missed the 3. And all of a sudden, they are 1 for 14 in their previous 14 3-point shot attempts. Layup line. Jalen Brunson, head full of steam to the rack, scores the layup. 11-0 run by the Knicks. And their run party is surging in the early stage of the third. This is not a good sign for Cleveland. Mitchell getting blitzed off the double. Finds Allen off one dribble. Rolls in. No good. Missed it short. Offensive rebound. Allen floats up the hook. Off the mark. No good. Late whistle. Charge to the Knicks. And that's going to stop the clock. 7:02 left to go. New York signaling challenge. Mike Brown thinking about it. Not going to challenge it, though. Yeah, all of a sudden, everything is missing short for Cleveland. Like, even easy shot attempts with Jared Allen, it's all missing short. First free throw missed off the mark by Allen. Jalen Brunson, 7 points in the third quarter after having just 2 points at halftime. Just so clutch in the second half. Second free throw, Allen missed off the mark. Can't hit their free throws. Rebound goes to New York with Cap. Down to under 7 minutes left to go in the third. Jalen Brunson drives on Wade at the baseline, gives it outside. Hart tees up the open three, nails the triple. Right now, this is getting out of control. 14-point lead for the Knicks. 14-0 run in a 3-minute and 52-second span. Cavs playing at snail's pace right now. Max Strus, a jumper, missed the three. Rebound goes to Cats. Into the hands of Brunson. Follow in the backcourt, reaching in charge to Strus. And everything's starting to just pile up and amount to not so good here for Cleveland. As Donovan Mitchell's on the bench putting on chapstick on his lip as the camera showed that shot. 14-0 run for New York. Jalen Brunson, top of the key, defended by Harden. Step back three, Brunson off the back rim, no good. A battle for the rebound, ripped away by Allen. Josh Hart picks up the personal foul. That's clearly, Hart could have just walked away. Clearly a foul there, as he had both of his hands around the waist of Allen, trying to rip him down to the hardwood, and luckily didn't do that. It was... Yeah, they have that graphic on the screen. Cavs shot the ball so well in the first quarter. 5 for 10 in the opening quarter. Ever since 1 for 15. Harden, kick out, corner, Strus. Outside, Merrill. Merrill dribbles up inside the key. Merrill gets to the way to Harden. 5 of the shot clock. Back to Merrill. Launches the three. Merrill, no good. Tossing up boulders. Tipped around. Anunoby off to Brunson to secure the defensive rebound. They run the floor. Hart. Huge collision as he got knocked down, and Josh Hart in pain holding his lower right ankle. Going to be 2 free throws coming up the line by Josh Hart, and Josh Hart's limping right now trying to walk this off. He's going to play through everything possible for Josh Hart. He's a tough soldier. Let's see. Sam Merrill. Yeah, that's on Sam Merrill. Yeah, he landed awkwardly. Hart going into the layup. Landed awkwardly off his oh, yeah. Yeah, lower ankle. It's like he rolled his lower ankle. First one is good by Hart. Yeah, he's limping after the free throw. Right now, a 15-4 start for New York in this third quarter. Second free throw, no good, bounced out, tipped around off the glass, saw the bounce, and it went off of Allen. It's going to stay Knicks ball. This looks exactly like the end of the last game, except the rally by the Knicks came way sooner. Towns in the corner, Brunson, bounce pass, broke it up out off the Cavs again. I don't think I've called a... Yeah, I haven't called a blowout since Game 7, the Cavs-Pistons. Inbound, Hart, wide open three, buries it. That is too easy. Somebody forgot to pick up their man, as Josh Hart made him pay. Josh Hart tonight has 4 made threes, 21 points. James Harden at midcourt. This game starting to amount to a blowout. 18-5 start in the third. Part of an 18-0 run by the Knicks. Allen at the wing, Harden. Harden sends it cross-court. Wade to the corner. Corner three is good. Max Strus drills one, and finally somebody makes a three for Cleveland. Max Strus first made three in his 6th shot attempt of the game. Now 1 for 6 from the floor. The bench really suffering tonight for the Cavs. Strus 1 for 6, Merrill 1 for 8, Schroeder 1 for 4. That's a combined 3 for 18 from the court. Huge rejection by Jared Allen. Allen denied Cat the rim. Here goes Harden. Attacks the paint. Harden, no good off the mark. Tipped off to glass it in by Allen. Jared Allen showing something right now. Cuts it down to 13. 13 points, 9 boards, plus 2 blocks here for Jared Allen. Jalen Brunson up the floor, heading right over to Mike Brown, and Mike Brown will take the timeout. 4:22 left to go in the third. Finally, Cavs showing something right now. 5-zip run by Cleveland to get this somewhat manageable into a 13-point game. Going to go into a timeout right now. That was a big momentum builder for Cleveland to get themselves chipping in it little by little as we head to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, right now the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and yeah, Knicks just dominant game by them today. They shot 66% from 2. Going into half, 53% from the floor. Cavs at 35%. The bench for the Cavs is just non-existent tonight. Drews just buried a 3, so that was his first 3 points off the bench. Merrill with 2, Schroeder with 2. Those 3 guys combining to shoot 3 for 18 from the floor. And combining to shoot 1 for 11 from the perimeter. Only 7 bench points for the Knicks tonight. McBride with 5, Robinson with 2. Landry Shamet, who buried 3 threes, yet to score tonight. It's been Josh Hart who's been able to bounce back. Last game, I had to do a double take in it when I was looking at the box scores from game 1. Josh Hart was a minus 23. Shamet came in, replaced Hart, and was massive. Plus 25 for Shamet in the last game. Clutch late in the game. Josh Hart tonight, 21 points, wide open shots, taking them, drilling them, 4 for 9 from 3, 8 for 16 from the floor. Marv, welcome in. Taking the Cavs today. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win, Cavs or Knicks. Hey, what's good? Siegel, welcome back in, bud. He's liking the Thunder. Duffers taking the Knicks here. Knicks red hot to begin the third. 7 for 11 shooting. Cavs just 2 for 11. Those were 2 big buckets. Jared Allen able to score the previous one off the putback. Max Strus drilled a corner 3. Needed some sort of momentum to get this back in order. Right now, the Knicks with the possession. 13-point lead, 4:15 left to go in the third. Jalen Brunson. Bounce pass off to McBride. Launches the 3 off the back rim. Rebound tipped up baseline and out of bounds off the Cavs. Brunson underneath the inbound passer. He finds McBride. Into the straight line dribble drive penetration. Bad pass. Looking for Mobley. Picked off by Hart. Up the floor, Brunson. Jalen Brunson slows it down. 16-point lead for the Knicks. Brunson drives, gets past Strus, up fake. Brunson, no good off the glass. Offensive rebound by Hart. Out to Cap, pops up on the three off the back rim, no good. Tipped up in the air. McBride tied up with Strus. Jump ball tie up at the free throw circle. Knicks are straight up hustlers. Josh Hart. Man, he is doing everything so well tonight on the floor. I cannot believe he only has 2 rebounds at this stage of the game. Mr. Double-Double Josh Hart throughout the playoffs with just 2 rebounds because tonight, Jalen Brunson just keeps on finding his former Villanova teammate open all over the map. 24 points with 5 made threes by Josh Hart, 9 assists by Brunson. Jump ball, tipped up, deflected off Mobley, out of bounds, and it went off of Mobley. This will stay Knicks ball. Mobley pleading his case that he thought it was off the Knicks, but clearly off the top of the fingertips out by Evan Mobley. Knicks with the inbound to the baseline. Jalen Brunson sends it off to Hart. Josh Hart at the elbow. Outside to the perimeter off the dribble. Takes on Mobley. 1-on-1. Bounce pass off the cat. Working on a mismatch. Powers his way. Working on Strus. Scores the layup. That is too easy. Got Max Strus out on an island. 18-point lead right now for the Knicks. This is part of a 23-5 run in a 7.5-minute clip. Patient possession for Cat. Just such a patient possession. Inbound goes to Mobley. Donovan Mitchell off the handoff. Mitchell drives straight line. Runner. Mitchell rattles into 2. Needed to build that confidence there for Spider Mitchell. Both teams with 4 timeouts remaining. Mitchell finally in double figures with 11. Brunson. Far side corner. Working on Schroeder. Showing patience. Backs his way to the elbow. Brunson. Bounce pass. Gets it away. McBride. Hart. Up fake 5 at the timer. Drives on Mobley. Blocked by Mobley. And Mobley set it off of Merrill, who collected it. And the Cavs come away with a ball. Hart up the floor pushing and bumping. Schroeder from behind picks up the foul. Not in the bonus just yet for Cleveland. Thunder Spurs, Game 3 tomorrow night. I'll be back live tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A lot of people think that whoever wins that Thunder Spurs game is going to win the NBA Finals. On paper, sure looks like it, but if you look deeper into it with the injuries, right now, if there's players that keep on getting beaten and battered, then it really opens up the door for the Eastern Conference champ, which New York now up 1-0 in the series, really opens up that door for whoever wins this conference finals series, because Mitchell buries the triple. That is good for the perimeter. Big confidence booster for Spider Mitchell. Yeah, because Dylan Harper just got injured yesterday. Hamstring injury for Harper. I mean, that's a big hit right there towards San Antonio. And J-Dub also re-injured himself yesterday as well. So 2 key injuries to key players during yesterday's game. McBride out to the corner. Cat pops up with a 3. Cat off balance, sinks it. Just firing and launching, able to pop up there for Karl-Anthony Towns. 16-point lead once again. Mitchell to the cup. That's a goaltend. Scored a 2 for Spider Mitchell. Knicks keep on racing up the floor. They are pushing it and pushing it. Jordan Clarkson drives on Strus, gets past him, head full of steam to the rack, scores the left-hand layup. 16-point lead again. I think last year, New York, they realized that they were completely cooked when Tibbs ran their starters into the ground against the Pacers in the conference finals. They couldn't keep up with that pace against the Pacers. This year, they completely transformed their offense to play a quick, up-tempo, fast-style game. And right now, they're playing quick, up-tempo, attacking, driving, getting with a head full of steam down to the rim. Max Strus 2 shots in the bonus at the free throw line. First shot is good. Second free throw by Max Strus, right down the middle. 1:20 left to go in the third. 14-point lead. Knicks have drilled 11 made threes. They were down in the early going from the perimeter. Shot just 2 for 8 to start things off. Cavs are 5 for 10 from 3 in the opening quarter. Cleveland right now just 8 for 28 as a team. 5 in the shot clock. Clarkson gets it away to Brunson. Final minute left to go. Lobs it up over the top. Mitchell Robinson able to slam it through with the alley-oop jam. 16-point lead, double digits on the board and assists tonight for Brunson. That's his 10th. Merrill bumped into. Going up on the shot, drew the foul. 2 free throws coming up by Sam Merrill. Jalen Brunson just making everybody so much better tonight. That should have been an and one. Evan Mobley from behind got a hold of Mitchell Robinson's wrist from behind. That should have been an and one off that alley-oop. Free throw was missed by Merrill. Hey, thanks for joining in, Jeffrey. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. 30-19, third quarter advantage for the Knicks. Second free throw, good. We are down to 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Jalen Brunson working on Schroeder. Gets past him off the Clarkson screen. Lob to Clarkson. Rolls down. Rudder drills the 2. Jordan Clarkson able to get on the board off the bench for him. Second made field goal tonight. 2 for 2. 4 points in 6 minutes tonight. Mobley at the top. Lob to Mitchell. 10-second differential shot clock, game clock. Drives inside. Mitchell right around. Scores the layup. Cleveland just cannot get stops inside the paint. Knicks have cut them up inside the interior. Whole crowd comes up on his feet at MSG. 5 seconds left to go. Brunson off to the middle. Clarkson, spin cycle. Clarkson walked with it. Turnover. Jordan Clarkson, way too many steps with the basketball. 1.3 seconds left. Cavs will have the final shot to close out the quarter. Max Strus inbound to the front court. Mobley gives it off to Schroeder at the buzzer. Schroeder, no good, off back rim. And at the end of the third, a 15-point lead. The Knicks exploding in the third quarter. Frustration right now boiling for the Cavs as Donovan Mitchell and Max Strus having some words together. Not happy about the last possession to close out the quarter. That shot didn't count to begin with since it was bricked by Schroeder, but there was an extra pass made in there. I don't think it would have counted if it was made because it looked like it was late after the shot clock went off. 85-70. New York scoring at will at the rim tonight. Cavs having a tough time stopping dribble drive penetration. 46-34. Points in the paint tonight for the Knicks. Knicks shooting 54% from the floor. And after a slow start from 3, all of a sudden 11 for 29, 38% from 3. The Cavs stone cold from the perimeter at 8 for 29, 28% tonight. Only 7 turnovers tonight for Cleveland. That's the positive sign. But Knicks tonight, clean game with just 5. And defense just not with the program right now in the interior from the Knicks. We got one more quarter left to go. 12 minutes remaining as we'll get back after the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, Mobley did not score in that third quarter. Mitchell's got 18. Mitchell surging with a couple buckets late in the quarter. Jalen Brunson just able to play make and find Josh Hart multiple occasions tonight. The Villanova connection proving off to be huge. Josh Hart, tremendous game. 24 points in 26 minutes, 9 for 18 shooting, 5 for 10 from 3. And there's been no adjustments to the game plan by Kenny Atkinson. It's just like leave Josh Hart open and decide not to play him. And attempting wide open shots, and he is making the Cavs defense pay. And Jalen Brunson just too good as a playmaker tonight. So the last game, it was James Harden needs help. That he got cooked one-on-one defending Brunson. And tonight, it's ringing a double at Brunson, but that's leaving wide open Josh Hart. And Josh Hart is just knocking down his shots tonight. And Jalen Brunson just too good tonight, making all the right decisions for him. Crazy to think that Jalen Brunson, good shots to be Eastern Conference Finals MVP for him, despite having like a low percentage series from 3-point range. Last game he was 1 for 6. Tonight 1 for 7. Baseline dribble by Alvarado for the Knicks as we get back to action. Sends it outside to Hart. Josh Hart defended by Mitchell. 1-on-1 at the top. Into the hands to Cat. Takes on Mobley for the shot clock. Cat dribbles up, drives inside the key over Mobley. And no call with the referees as Cat went down. They got numbers up the floor here for Cleveland. 5 and 4. Cat not back on the side of the floor. Schroeder, he hesitated off the shot. And the Cats had to recover and picked up the reach and foul. You'll take that possession as a win for the Knicks. Cleveland had a 5 and 4, and that is one that they need to score upon, and they couldn't. They're going to get a side in off the inbound, though, so this possession continues. Mitchell inbound finds Mobley. Mobley off to Mitchell, stripped, going up, fouled. And this is going to send Mitchell to the free throw line. And that is on Cat once. Gotta get that on Cat. The previous one was on Cat. And that's on Shamet. Yeah, previous one was on Cat. That's on Shamet. Mitchell gonna have free throws here at the line. It was on the shot. This is going to be 3 shots here at the line. First one is good. This is huge right now for Cleveland. So Donovan Mitchell going to have 3 free throws got fouled. Going up into the jump shot motion around the perimeter, defended by Shamet. Second free throw by Mitchell. It is up. It is good. This is huge for the Cavs. All the confidence you got here to build off of it with that foul. Third free throw is good. 12-point game. Mitchell with 14 in the second half, 21 in the game. Miles McBride on the floor alongside Alvarado, Shamet, Hart, and Katz. Right now, Brunson on the bench to start off the fourth. Josh Hart working on Tyson. Swings it outside. Alvarado tees up a three, missed off the mark, no good. Tyson secures the defensive rebound. Mitchell, Mobley, Schroeder, Tyson, and Merrill, the five of the court. Mitchell, crossover. Working on Shamet. Bounce pass, gets it away. Tyson launches the three off the rim. Short rebound goes to Shamet. That's one that had a good look at it. Just couldn't make it, though, for Jalen Tyson. Landry Shamet. Into the hands to Cat, top of the key. Working on Mobley, 1:01:10 in the shot clock. Cat dribbles up free throw circle. Cat thinks about the step back, makes the extra pass. Shamet, Cat on top. Outside, McBride fires the three off the rim, no good. A loose ball foul. It is charged to the Cavs. Jalen Tyson knocking down Josh Hart, battling for the rebound. Yeah, Jalen Tyson did not need to do that. He completely took down Josh Hart down to the hardwood. So this stays Knicks ball, new 14 in the shot clock. Inbound goes to Hart. Hart at the far side corner, launches the jumper off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound, putback chance, no good. Off the mark, missed by McBride. A rebound by Mobley. Cavs down by 12. Knicks are 0 for 5 shooting in the fourth quarter. Cleveland with just one shot attempt, they missed it, and Merrill swung around, followed by McBride. And that was not on the shot. The clock will stop with 10:03. 3 points in this fourth quarter. All at the free throw line when Mitchell. Beg my pardon, that's going to be in the shot. The refs upgraded to a shooting foul. Wow, so, yeah. Beg my pardon, that's on the shot according to the referee. So Merrill, a little bit of an up going off the baseline dribble. Got the benefit of the call as he got swung around. Wow. Big call benefiting the Cavs there. First free throw is good by Merrill. Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson. About to check back in on the floor for the Knicks. Alvarado. Take a seat on the bench. What's good, Rosie? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Josh Hart going to take a seat on the bench as well. Second free throw, Merrill. No good off the back rim. A rebound goes to McBride. Critical miss. 16 for 21 as a team at the line. Cavs have missed 5. Runner left short. Offensive rebound goes to McBride for the Knicks. And he dribbles back out to the perimeter. McBride circles around, tees up the three, straight away off the back rim. A rebound goes to Mitchell. Clear open look, just couldn't convert. Spida Mitchell down the far side, bobbled it, stripped to the bounds off Shamet. Wow. This game's been a grind tonight. First to 100, looking like they're going to win this one if any team can even get to 100 based on the rate that we're going. 9:36 left to go in the fourth. Cat will take a seat on the bench. Knicks have yet to score in this fourth quarter. Every single point, 4 of them by the Cavs in the fourth quarter, been at the free throw line. Schroeder had the pass behind, and Donovan Mitchell was leading Schroeder into a layup just a little bit too far behind that. Schroeder spun the wrong way. Mitchell off the handoff from Schroeder for the shot clock. Rises for the jumper. Baseline. Well off the mark, and a loose ball foul on the floor. Charged to Clarkson. Right now, the fouls start to pile up, and the Cavs are already in the bonus. That's the 5th foul by New York. Not even 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Yeah, underneath the hoop, Jordan Clarkson battling with Jalen Tyson. And Jalen Tyson will have 2 shots at the line. The first one's good by Tyson. 10-point game. If they were perfect at the line, it would be a 5-point game. 17 for 22 at the line tonight. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Good to see that. Finally, we got a ball game right now. This would be insane if the Knicks choked the lead that they had tonight. This would be insane if we got reverse in this game tonight. Largest lead by 18 by the Knicks. Right now, the Knicks in some severe foul trouble, like already in the bonus. That's not a good sign to begin the fourth quarter. 4 personal fouls by Shamit, 3 personal fouls by Hart. Everybody else with 2-1 or 0. And the second free throw was missed off the mark, so having some difficulties at the line right now. He did make it at the line. Yeah, did make it at the line, beg my pardon. 2 for 2 that trip at the free throw line. Yeah, there has been misses at the line. They had the graphic with the misses up. They have missed 4 free throws. So both of them there are made. It cut the deficit down to 9. Single-digit game for like the first time in a while. Inbound, Brunson, wide off the inbound, turn it over. Jalen Tyson with a steal. Cavs with the opportunity. Chance to cut it down to a smaller margin. They do. Layup is good. Mike Brown, gonna let it play on. He was thinking about timeout, decided not to take it as Mobley. Down low, it was Tyson who was able to soar up off the Schroeder assist. Jumper at the wing. Anunoby buries the 3. Big response by OG. 12 points, double figures now for OG tonight. Dennis Schroeder on the floor alongside Mobley, Mitchell, Jalen Tyson, and James Harden. Mobley, kick out, corner, 3. Tyson, no good off the mark. Brunson controls the defensive rebound, and a loose ball foul charged to Schroeder. Yeah, that can't happen there. Dennis Schroeder. Not a good game. Yeah, 2 points tonight in 16 minutes for him. Does have 0 turnovers, though, which is key. Not many turnovers tonight by Cleveland as a team. Just 7 tonight. They're gonna. That's huge. Huge that they have just 7 turnovers this entire game. Right now, -10. Having a tough time at making shots. Brunson at the elbow over Harden off the back rim, no good. Deflected around. The rebound goes to Schroeder. Cavs with possession. Looking to cut the deficit. Schroeder. Baseline dribble. Bounce pass corner. Tyson outside. Harden. Extra pass. Mitchell. Floats up the runner. Mid-block. Mitchell scores the 2. Got an 8-point game. 88-80. Timeout on the floor. Take him out of Knicks. Mike Brown will burn one with 7:46 left to go. He knows there's a run that's happening for Cleveland, and the Knicks all of a sudden can't score a basket. 10-3 start to begin the fourth quarter for Cleveland. 7:46 left to go, and that's exactly what you do when your team can't score. You burn a timeout. Knicks and Cavs each with 4 timeouts left. What a game tonight. Great job to come on back for Cleveland. Looked like they were completely gassed in the early stage of the third quarter. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Great to see Spida Mitchell starting to pop off here tonight. 23 by Mitchell, 8 for 16 shooting. Perfect at the line, 5 for 5. With those Mitchell Robinson bricks earlier on in the game at the free throw line, that's one of the things they haven't done well tonight for New York, is that they are 4 for 10 on free throws. Cavs doing a great job on the glass in this game. +5, 37-32. Yeah, what a series it would be if the Knicks choke this here. Holy smokes. Because this Knicks team, they had let 2 games slip away from them in the opening round against the Hawks. They're a team just that simply very rare for them to choke. Especially like blowing like big leads like they had tonight. An 18-point lead at one point in the third. What's good, Maria on the stream? Thanks for joining in. Yes, long live Seagull. Glad to have you back in, brother. Yeah, I'll go through this timeout in case you guys didn't know, kind of like sad, tragic news that happened today. Thoughts and prayers out to the whole NASCAR community, the family, friends. Joe Gibbs Racing with Kyle Busch, shockingly, passed away way too soon, age 41, and passed away in the hospital due to an illness today. Just terrible. Just stunning news coming out of the NASCAR world today. Yeah, he was like one of the racers that I grew up with my childhood, like going back to like when he was like 18 years racing in like 2005. I think he was like the youngest driver to step foot in a car in the Cup Series for him. He's got more wins than anybody on the circuit, but combined racing truck, the National Series, the step below, the Cup, and the Cup. Just stunning news. Yeah, he raced at Watkins Glen around like 10 days ago, and he was feeling sick at Watkins Glen, and he finished 8th in that race. We got 7:46 left to go. Inbound goes to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson on the floor alongside Anunoby, Bridges, Hart, and Katz. Remember this timestamp, 7:46. That is when Cleveland was up by 20. Turnaround jumper. Bridges bounces in. Big response by the Knicks. Knicks with 5 points in the first 4 minutes and 40-plus seconds as Harden missed a layup. Schroeder floats around, and Schroeder goes right into the front row of the seats right next to his bench trying to save that basketball. Jalen Brunson going to get called in the foul. So loose ball foul charge to Brunson. They're over the limit as a team, and Schroeder will head to the free throw line and shoot too. First shot by Schroeder. It is up. It is no good. That's a crusher. 6 missed free throws tonight as a team for Cleveland. Can't be missing free throws at this stage of the game. 18 for 24 as a team. That's a difference right now between a 10-point game and a 2-possession game. Second free throw. Yikes. Dennis Schroeder left it short. Rebound goes to Hart. Coming away empty. 7 missed free throws now by the Cavs. Brunson. Past midcourt. Approaching 7 minutes left to go in the fourth. Jalen Brunson will slow it down under 10 on the shot clock. Gets the way to the corner. Anunoby bounce pass. Hart low block. Outside Anunoby corner. Baseline dribble OG. Right to the rim. Soars and scores. Up and off the backboard. The Knicks again with a major response. Just mistakes by Cleveland. Keep on shooting themselves in the foot. Those 7 missed free throws so critical at this stage of the game. Schroeder. Jumper. Deep 2 over Brunson. Swashes it. That's a good sign right there for Dennis Schroeder. Jalen Brunson. Working on a Mitchell one-on-one top of the key. 6:20 left to go. 10 on the shot clock. Brunson dribbles his way inside the key. Outside hard. Push pass. Corner. Bridges. Wide open 3. Buries it. Mikal Bridges just so clutch in the fourth quarter when it comes down to corner triples. Timeout by Kenny Atkinson. 95 to 82. 13-point lead for the Knicks. Man, Cleveland looked like they were going to make a run. Knicks had gone stone cold. And then they get back Mikal Bridges in the game, and he goes off. Big shot by Bridges. 17 by Bridges. His lone three-point attempt in the night, and he buried it. 13 assists by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson with just 9 points tonight, and he is making it up in the playmaking column, making everybody better, and his teammates supporting Cavs knocking down the shots. Timeout on the floor. Going to head to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, right now in the timeouts. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. That's a huge shot by Bridges. And yeah, this is really just not looking good right now for the Cavs. Thanks for joining in, Roy Kimfrey. Appreciate you here for finding my stream tonight. Just the Knicks have all the responses tonight to keep on shutting down the door. 13 for 35, 37% from three. Super efficient with their twos, 51% from the floor. Dominating the paint, 50 to 36 points in the paint. Been a layup line for most of this game. I mean, you couldn't have played it any better for Cleveland in terms of ball control tonight for them. Just 7 turnovers for the Cavs. Cavs are plus 5 in the glass, 38-33, but the efficiency just not there. The missed shots of the free throw line not going to help out the cause. The interior defense not there. And it's going to be very difficult for the Cavs to beat this Knicks team. They basically need to have a perfect game. The Knicks, who are the top offense in offensive efficiency, needs to have an off game offensively. That's what happened in the last game, and the Cavs beat themselves with turnovers. Tonight, the Cavs are beating themselves with a bunch of missed free throws, and also not defending the interior and a bunch of misses from three after starting out well from three, completely crumbling by the three. 72% tonight, the free throw line. That's just not good enough. 18 for 25 in the conference finals game. And the Knicks tonight, Mitchell Robinson's 0 for 4 himself at the line. They're just 4 for 10 at free throws. The Knicks have had 2 poor games at the free throw line and about to be up 2-0 in the series. And plus, New York committed 5 fouls this quarter in the first 2.5 minutes. Yeah, Mobley has done nothing in half two. He was the tone setter tonight. Stuck at 14 right now for Mobley. Mitchell at the mid-block, sends it outside. Strus into the hands of Mitchell. Under 6 minutes left to go. Strus finds Harden. Harden corner three. Harden buries it. Cuts the deficit down to 10. James Harden working his way up to 15 tonight. Third mean three. Yeah, good game ball control tonight for James Harden. 2 assists, no turnovers. 5.5 left to go. Jalen Brunson drives into Harden. Up fake at the elbow. Brunson, jumper over Harden. Bounced in. It's good for 2. Jalen Brunson, under 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Something different. Up to double figures with 11. Pocket pass. Harden. Mobley submerged off a double team. Fouled. Trapped in between Cat and Anunoby. And Evan Mobley will shoot 2 at the line. Dono will come in. It's liking the Knicks to sweep the Cavs. Yeah, would not shock me. Like I'm hoping we get a really good deep series out of these two teams, but it would not shock me. I had said that earlier, I think in the early third quarter when the Knicks went on the run. Mobley missed the free throw. Yeah, these guys are just so worn out. My concern throughout this series for the Cavs is that they've played so many games by now in the playoffs that it's just taken a toll on them. You can see just at the free throw line, they're just not looking like themselves. They're missing their shots. These guys are completely worn out, completely exhausted, gassed out. Mobley just went empty at the line. He bricked both of the free throws. They're 9 for 17 this half at the free throw line. Knicks back with the basketball. 5 minutes left to go. Up by 12. Anunoby inside the key for OG. OG gets it back out into the hands of Hart. Hart spin cycle inside. Puts up the shot. Bounced in. Gutted a drop. That was a sick move right there. Able to launch off the mid-ranger for Josh Hart. Incredible game by Josh Hart. Mobley, baseline dribble, outside, Mitchell pulls up from deep, Mitchell around the rim and out, rebound hauled by OG. Josh Hart, 26 points tonight on 10 for 20, shooting a plus 18 on the floor. Brunson, bounce pass, OG, strip turns it over. Max Strus with a steal up the floor, 14-point game, 4:16 left to go. Mitchell tangled up with Josh Hart. Josh Hart's guilty party picks up the defensive foul. The Cavs will have free throws coming up in the bonus. First free throw by Mitchell. That is good. Yeah, tough night for the Cavs. Like, they are getting worn out in this series. Second free throw missed by Mitchell. You don't see that happen too often. Donovan Mitchell bricks the second one at the line. 10 missed free throws to the team on 19 for 29 shooting. I mean, if you make those free throws, it's a 3-point game. Brunson in the backcourt, knocked down by Mitchell. Personal foul picked up by Mitchell. Jalen Brunson free throws. Devastating for the Cavs, man. Devastating. Down to 0-2. They got a huge hill to climb for them. Luckily, the next two games are on their home floor. Saturday and Monday. First shot by Brunson. That is good. Last year, the Knicks let two games slip away against the Pacers. The Pacers got up 2-0 on the road at the Knicks. And this year, the Knicks determined to get both of the home games and did exactly that. It's the good spot for the Cavs is that the Cavs have only lost one game on the road. They've been dominant throughout the playoffs at home for them. Cavs might end the playoffs with a losing record, which is very rare for a team that makes it to the conference finals. Harden tees up the three. That is left short. Rebound goes to Brunson. Right now, the Cavs about to be 8-8 in the playoffs. 2 Game 7 wins. And now about to go down to 0-2 in this series. Brunson off to the middle. Bridges, turnaround jumper. No good. Left it short. Rebound secure by Allen. Knicks en route to being 10-2 in the playoffs. Jarrett Allen, runner, missed off the rim, tipped around out of the pack. Here goes Jalen Brunson. Burst the speed, is surging up the floor, scores the layup. Timeout by Kenny Atkinson. 103-86. Jalen Brunson, coast to coast, right to the rack. It's 2-0 in the series for the Knicks. Just all heart and hustle. Jarrett Allen off the runner, missed it. The ball was tipped off the glass. Jalen Brunson just sprints up the floor. Nobody gets back defensively. And it is a wide open layup in transition, beating everybody up the floor. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Just unfortunate for Cleveland tonight. Like, low shooting percentage, but like Kenny Atkinson, you gotta rotate these guys with more opportunities, I feel like, because these guys are gassed. These guys are coming off 2 straight 7-game series matchups. They looked gassed, and if they're not sustaining, what is it going to take for Cleveland to win a game in this series? Because they couldn't do so the previous game with a 22-point lead. Tonight, they committed just 7 turnovers. Horrific at the free throw line. Like, they better hope they build up something like a 35-point lead in the first half, and then the Knicks come back, but it's not enough. That's what it's gonna do in this series, because basically when we get to the second half, the Knicks are so clutch. The Knicks get better throughout the course of the game, and the Cavs look like they're just completely drained. Like, it's just catching up to them. That's why it's so important to win these playoff games early and often, because they're fresh. And the Knicks look much, much fresher than the Cavs, and the Cavs just are completely exhausted. Yeah, I cannot believe Kenny Atkinson, adjustments weren't made. There was a time, I think it was the early third quarter, it was a 9-zip run by the Knicks, and should have taken the timeout at 7-zip and let it continue up to 9-zip, and then finally decided to burn the timeout. And mind-boggling that they haven't adjusted their defense, leaving Josh Hart completely open to make 5 threes tonight. Shot was missed by Strus, rebound by Hart. 3 minutes left to go. Knicks slow it down. They knew they had to jump out to a red-hot start. Last year, they were 0-2 against Indiana in the first 2 games of the conference finals. Tonight, 2-0. Frustration starting to boil over. You got players frustrated with one another. Max Strus picks up a terrible foul away from the basketball, trying to fight around the Brunson screen. Max Strus frustrated with it, taps Brunson on the backside, and retaliation, picks up the foul. Brunson shooting 2 free throws in the bonus. First one's good. 26 tonight by Josh Hart on 10 for 20 shooting. That is a playoff career high. Second free throw is good by Brunson. Jalen Brunson tonight did it through the playmaking column. 13 assists, 16 points, largest lead of the game for the Knicks, up by 19. Jalen Brunson's got 17 now. Jalen Brunson is shooting 2 of 13 from 3-point range in this series. And he's en route to win conference finals MVP on a guy who's shooting horrifically from 3. Jalen Brunson hasn't even gotten his 3-point shots to drop. And this is terrible for Cleveland that they're about to lose their second game in a row, both by double digits. Mitchell shooting 2 free throws. First one's good. They're really gonna have to. I don't know. They're gonna have to hope that the Knicks have this terrible shooting game. The Cavs take control of the basketball. The Cavs make free throws, and the Cavs have a better interior display defensively. There's a lot that needs to go right for Cleveland to bounce back in the series for them. Second free throw is good by Mitchell. Like, these Knicks guys, not only are they on the Knicks, but they were playing much longer before that. Like, the chemistry has been there for years. These guys won a national championship together at Villanova. Brunson, the skies up the Hearts. Both Nova champs. Hearts inside the key. A turnaround jumper over Mobley. Left it short. Rebound goes to Harden. Approaching the 2-minute mark left to go. Just a lot of dribbling, a lot of iso ball for Cleveland. Harden scored a bucket in the foul. And one coming up by Harden. And the free throw is good. James Harden with no turnovers tonight. 18 points tonight for Harden. He's a minus 18 on the floor. Just shredded again defensively, beat off the dribble. Brunson broke it up into the backcourt kicked ball violation off Mitchell. Landry Shamit's gonna check in. Biggest disappointment for this Cavs team tonight comes off the bench. 5 made field goals between 4 players off the bench on 24 shot attempts. They went 5 for 24 off the bench tonight between Schroeder, Strus, Merrill, and Tyson. 1:45 left to go. Jumper, mid-range, Bridges, drills it. Knicks with just all the answers tonight. 19 by Bridges on 9 for 12 shooting. Mitchell missed the 3, tipped to Shamet for the defensive rebound, back to Bridges. And the Knicks will take more clock off the court. 90 seconds left to go. Whole crowd comes up on his feet here at MSG. New York about to go up 2-0 in the series. Brunson, runner, inside the key. Got it a drop for the New York Knicks. Stand up, New York. Everybody at MSG in orange, white, and blue standing up for the Knicks. Man, New York with all the answers tonight in their pocket. Jalen Brunson, absolutely him. 19 by Brunson, 14 assists. Everybody standing up. Donovan Mitchell, James Harden substitutes out. And Cleveland will have to turn the page. 1 full day of rest once again. And they will have to turn the page to Saturday for the next game. I'll be back live tomorrow night. Thunder Spurs. If you'd like to come on in, feel free to do so. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9 for 35 from the perimeter. Cleveland could not make their threes after the end of the first. They started off 5 for 10 from 3. They were red hot from 3 and all of a sudden just fell off a cliff. It's going to get so much tougher. I feel like game 1, that was the best chance that Cleveland had for them. They were up by 22. They had it, and they had it stolen away from them. And I feel like things are going to get even tougher. This team is going to be going into their 17th playoff game in 34 days coming up on Saturday. I mean, it's so tough to be able to win games in the playoffs when you've gone into 2 straight 7-game series matchups. You're taking on a Knicks team that was fully rested coming into this series with 9 full days off from the 10th to the 19th after sweeping Philadelphia. It's tough. And you're going back home from New York over to Cleveland for your next matchup to host. Missed 3 by the Knicks as we're down to 50 seconds left to go. All the bench guys in on the floor now. Number 9 for Cleveland, Craig Porter Jr. Shot was no good. Tip-in is good by Naquan Tomlin. If you guys enjoyed the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Knicks going up 2-0 in the series as Deuce McBride has possession, just holding it. He'll take the shot clock violation. Spike Lee, the celeb row in the front row at NYC. And the Cavs will get the inbound. They won't even try to attempt the final shot. They're just going to dribble it out. The New York Knicks came out in the third quarter, and they started to put on a show and deliver in this game. Massive run in the third quarter, 32-21 third quarter box score for New York. Took the lead, never looked back, led as many as 19 tonight as the Knicks dominate the second half and win 109-93. The final score. New York shot an efficient 52% from the floor. They dominated the paint 58-40. And they were limited to just 8 turnovers tonight. The Cavs also with 8 turnovers tonight. But yeah, this game was not even close. 16-point win by the Knicks. And Josh Hart, playoff career high. Entire starting 5, double figures. Their starting 5 is so good for the Knicks. Everybody had 14 points or greater. 26 by Hart, playoff career high, and 10 for 21 shooting 5 made threes. 19 by Brunson with 14 assists. 19 by Bridges shooting 9 for 12 from the floor. 18 by Cat with 13 rebounds. Anunoby finished with 14 tonight. And the Cavs put 4 starters in double figures. 26 by Mitchell. Harden, no turnovers. 18 points for James Harden. Evan Mobley with 14. All in the first half. Mobley did not have a single point in half number 2. Jarrett Allen, double-double. 13 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks by Allen. Dean Wade, only starter with single digits, finished with 3. Other than those 4 guys, just nothing really going on. The bench was, oh man, it was downright atrocious for Cleveland. Dennis Schroeder, Max Strus, Sam Merrill, Jalen Tyson. Those 4 guys off the bench. 5 for 24 combined. 1 for 15 from 3. Yeah, the bench did not chip in any weight whatsoever for the Cavs. The free throws were not there. These guys are completely gassed out. It's very concerning for the Cavs to make this a series because they've played so many games now in the playoffs that's started to take a toll on them. Tonight they missed 10 free throws at the line. Free throws by guys that usually don't miss too often at the free throw line. Jarrett Allen went just 3 for 6 tonight on free throws. Mitchell missed a free throw in the fourth quarter. Evan Mobley went 0 for 2 during a trip to the line. Sam Merrill went 2 for 4 at the free throw line. These guys look like they're completely gassed right now. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to take one in the series if they get the home court for the next game and then the following game, but based on how many games they played, players playing through pain, like even though nobody was listed on the injury report, you know that all these guys are playing through pain, and the severity of the pain different between who is playing. Because the Knicks are well rested, not much pain. The Cavs playing just constant basketball, not really much time to prep, not really much time to get physically like back into it and well rested. It's it's going to be very difficult for Cleveland in this series, I feel like. 109-93, 2-0 right now for the Knicks, taking both of the games at MSG. Thanks so much, all, for joining and being a part here of the channel. Before I do sign off tonight, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we're going to close out to the channel members. All right, all channel members get a shout out here at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, John, Michael, Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Nisha Player, Norma, Polson, Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, Asher's Fan for Life, All in the Prowl, I Am Ghost, Ian, Edith, Ice Ice Baby, XX Dev 5000, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Kilo Pitts, Yvonne, Otamura, and Tyreek. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Knicks go up 2-0 in the series, 109-93 over the Cavs. And thanks for joining in tonight, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday night.